one last game before the season-ending game against Shelby. So trying to keep everybody healthy and looking forward to next week too.
Yeah, a number of Bulldogs you will not hear tonight. They're not major injuries, just mainly getting some rest tonight. It's going to be Max Davis. There will be no Colton Pryor. There will be no Cameron Rudisell. So a couple of our starters out tonight. But that's largely due to maybe a few nagging things. This should be a very winnable game tonight and an opportunity to give those guys a little bit of rest moving forward to the big showdown with Shelby next Friday night.
Yeah, like I say, we just want to keep everybody healthy. Everybody's, end of the season, everybody's a little nicked up. Like I say, Davis, Pryor, Little John, Munger, might be some other ones that, if they end up playing, might only play a quarter or something like that. So we'll just have to wait and see. Probably see a lot of new faces tonight.
All right, so we're going to do the best we can with the broadcast tonight. Unfortunately, we're in Gaston County, so we don't get access to the press box. We don't get access to even on top of the press box here. We don't really have a good vantage point. You really can't call a ball game from here. So I've got my radio in there. We're going to talk to Joe's up top. Joe's going to give me the stats. We're going to do the best we can, see who the ball carrier is, so we can just do the best we can. So Joe Wybrel, thank you for being with us tonight. We've got my soccer headsets out tonight so he can talk to us. He is actually on top of the press box. So, Joe, can you hear me? Just want to test you out one more time, Joe. Okay, so thank you, Joe, for helping us out tonight. But let's tell you a little bit about Highland Tech, and that's what it's going to be, just a little bit. There's really not much to talk about. This is their last game of the year. Their bye week comes in the last week. They haven't updated their stats in about 5 or 6 weeks, so we're really not worried about their stats. We'll just kind of figure it out as we go. Results have not been good except for the Bessemer City game. On October 10th, they snapped their long losing streak. I think it was in the 70s. Mm-hmm. They defeat Bessemer City 15-12. Last week they were defeated by West Lincoln 61-13. So they come in with a record of 1-7. As we said, this is their last game tonight.
Yeah, like I say, they're just trying to close out the season on a good note. I mean, you got to think about Highland Tech. They always come out here and they play hard. No matter the result of the game, they come out here and they play 4 quarters. So you got to respect that from them.
All right. So as I said, if you watch Saturday morning sports talk, we did have the one play that won Highland Tech the game where the ball deflects off a couple of players and then into a wide receiver's hands and he runs in for a touchdown. They defeat Bessemer City 15-13, so they do end that long losing streak thanks to that win. But the rest of the season, I mean, you could circle losses of 50-6, 90-0, 70-0. It's been a long year for the Highland Tech Rams. But wish we had more stats. Wish we could promote those guys a little bit more. But when you don't update your stats, there's not a whole lot we can do. So we're going to step away for a moment or two. We're going to come back with more of the Bill Shuford Heating and Air pregame show, and we're going to tell you some of the stats in the Burns Bulldogs and tell you about some of the people we expect to see tonight. So don't go anywhere. You're listening to Burns Football, brought to you by West End Sales.
If you need fireworks for your event, then call on Contracted Pyrotechnics and talk with Dustin Ledford today. They are the bomb. Dustin is a graduate of Burns High School and supplies all the fireworks you've seen at the Burns High School football game. If your town or organization needs fireworks, call Dustin Ledford today at 704-473-1996. Again, that's 704-473-1996. Have a party, have a blast with Contracted Pyrotechnics. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas at Jumpin' Jed's in downtown Boston. Come in and just look around. A new inventory arrives each and every week. Take a look at the alpine pencil trees, mountain mama Santas, Christmas florals, Christmas candles, many items by local artisans. Jumpin' Jed's in Boston has the new 2026 calendars, and they have expanded their ice cream with up to 20 flavors and the remaining fall items on sale. Jumpin' Jed's, Main Street, downtown Boston. Open Tuesday through Saturday.
Are you looking for a romantic getaway, or maybe I should say the right proposal? then you are in luck. From will you to where to, here at Write Story and Enchanted Memories Travel with Katie Harris, we have your perfect option. October 7th through the 11th. Pick out any in-stock engagement ring and you will receive a travel voucher to propose or spend on your honeymoon. See Facebook for details.
There might be other Coyote tractor dealers in the area, but there is only one that stands above the rest, and that's Weston Sales in Vail. There's a reason they have been one of the top-selling Coyote tractor dealers in America today. Some reasons could be quality of service, friendly people, and yes, price. They will not be undersold on a new Coyote tractor. There's one waiting for you, Coyote and Weston Sales, synonymous in the tractor industry today. See them at 110 Highway 18 North in Vail. Online at westonsales.com. Like them on Facebook, too.
Welcome back to the Bill Shuford Heating and Air pregame show. As always, Burns Football brought to you by West End Sales. We're going to continue with our pregame show, tell you a little bit about the Burns Bulldogs season. Started off a little rocky. They lost their first two against Crest and Kings Mountain, defeated East Gaston, lost to Lincolnton, but then they turned it on with 4 victories over Bessemer City, West Lincoln, Stuart Kramer, and last week, Cherryville. Highland Tech should be a victory tonight. Moving on to that big Shelby game where you really got chaos in the conference. You got Lincoln with a loss, you got Shelby with a loss, you got Burns with a loss. So it is going to be chaos at the end. I think Stuart Kramer has 2 losses because they've lost to Shelby and Burns. So it's really a 3-way race here for the conference title. But got to get this one tonight, which we should, and then that sets up the big one. Hopefully we're healthy for that Shelby game next week.
Yeah, like I say, Stuart Kramer, obviously we would have the tiebreaker against them, so that shouldn't affect us. But, we'll just have to see. I don't know how the playoff stuff will work with this new conference. Where we stand, obviously we went out, we'll be in pretty good standing, maybe even get a home playoff game or something, but that's looking ahead, but we just got to focus on tonight and get the job done tonight.
Well, you might even get a bye because this year they're not going to do the standard 32 teams. Since they have more divisions, it'll be 24, and that means you're going to have 8 teams with a bye in the first round of the playoffs. Mm-hmm. So that also makes that Shelby game very large. Now, Shelby's in a division below. They're in the 3. Burns is in the 4 with Stuart Kramer. But you definitely want to be in that top 8 to get that bye to rest your guys to make that playoff run. So we'll have to see where it stacks up in the Max Preps ranking. Definitely that game next week. This game this week, Matt, probably hurts us more than helps us because of the strength of schedule of Highland Tech and the fact they've only won 1 game all year long. So this game's going to hurt you more than it helps you, even though you're going to win it. It's the game next week that really matters.
Yeah, well, I'm sure Coach Devine's telling his guys, don't take anything for granted. Come out here and play hard, keep your fundamentals right, and play hard. And like I say, that helps you prepare for next week.
Well, I think that's the most important point is the fundamental aspect is in a game like this, when you're going to win the game, you definitely want to do things the right way. So you want to no penalties. Like that, I would make games within the games, like no penalties tonight. You hold them under, 30 yards rushing, or, we want 3 takeaways. So you kind of make this a game within the game tonight, and that's what's going to help you focus on your fundamentals as opposed to worrying about how many points you score. So you got to use this game to work on the things that you need to improve on moving forward to the Shelby game and into the playoffs that go beyond.
Yeah, it's so easy to let your guard down in games like these and get sloppy with those fundamentals, as you said. So, you just got to take care of business and take care of football. And, take it as a practice experience for you.
All right, so running the football tonight, I'm looking for Jones in the Maxburg there. Mikey Dover is going to see a little time at running back tonight. Wells is going to play tonight. We should see him run the ball because of an eligibility situation with how many quarters Chris Dawkins can play because he's been a JV player. He's only eligible for another quarter, so you won't see a lot of him tonight, not because he's hurt or anything like that, but We're going to see Jones tonight running the football. I don't see him here in the that's in the passing offense.
Yeah.
Jones is down there. There he is. Jones is going to start on the year. He's got 10 carries, 60 yards, averaging 6 per carry. Definitely going to see that those carries increase along with those yards increases. He's going to be the featured back tonight.
Yeah, we saw a little bit of Kamarion McKenzie last week. I know he played last night in the JV game. Not sure how much he can play tonight, but he came on strong last week and had some big carries, several yards last week.
Because of the eligibility rules with the guys playing JV and varsity, it does get a little dicey sometimes. So you just have to be careful to make sure you stay within the eligibility rules. But Jones and Wells and others have played well, and they've seen some varsity action this year. So hopefully they'll be able to start quickly and get things going in the right direction in this game.
Yeah, absolutely. You look at our stats rushing. It goes down, I think, about 12 guys deep. Like I say, talking about McKenzie, he had a pick 6 for a touchdown last night. So
yeah, and a big win for our JVs, 22-12 over Shelby. So future looks bright for Burns as the middle school and the JV teams have done very well this year. So they're moving on up. I think we're doing the national anthem. So let's take a little break. We'll continue with more of the Bill Shuford Heating and Air pregame show in just a moment. We'll be right back.
For 17 straight years, Via Health Partners has been voted #1 in hospice. There's got to be a reason. Via Health Partners provides exceptional care. The comfort of their patients is their top concern, and that's why they offer hospice care wherever a patient calls home. Via Health Partners is there where you need them and when you need them. Find out more by visiting their website at viahp.org. Again, viahp.org. Voted #1 in hospice for 17 straight years. Via Health Partners, founded as Hospice of Cleveland County. Since 1988, the Transportation Administration of Cleveland County, also known as TAC, is the nonprofit agency and operates demand response services for non-emergency medical transportation in this area. It also has a fixed bus route that is provided in the city limits of Shelby, and it is free. For more information, call the Transportation Administration of Cleveland County at 704-482-6465. Again, 704-482-6465. Visit the website at tacshelbync.com. Planning a funeral service can be a very difficult process for families who have just lost a loved one. Celebrating lives and healing grieving hearts is the theme for the Stamey Tysinger Funeral Home and Cremation Center in Fallston. It's important to them to provide those who are grieving with a supportive environment in which they can begin to find closure, say goodbye, and come to terms with their loss. Find out more today. Visit them online at StameyTysingerFuneralHome.com or give them a call at 704-538-8631. The Stamey Tysinger Funeral Home and Cremation Center, 846 East Stagecoach Trail in Fallston. The Stamey Tysinger Funeral Home now offers water cremations.
All right, as we continue here with the Bill Shuford Heating and Air pregame show, as always, Burns football brought to you by West End Sales. We haven't talked too much about receiving the football. We didn't talk too much about Dixon either. Just giving his stats on the year. He is 46 out of 94, 716 yards, averaging a little bit over 100 a game. His touchdown to interception ratio is getting better. Right now it's 8-8. So just look for Drew. You know, you talk about fundamentals tonight. Look for Drew to take care of the football when he's when we're on offense and passing the football, and hopefully he's able to continue the progress we've seen him make all year.
I was going to say he's done great. He's taken care of the ball the past few weeks. He's trending in a great direction. And like I say, he can run the ball too. Excited to see how he's progressed through the year, and he's got some weapons out there receiving as well. Utchery's 22 for 387 yards, 6 touchdowns, the leading receiver for Burns.
Yeah, he's averaging 17 yards a game. His average reception length is over 17 yards. He's averaging totally about right around 50 yards. He does have 6 touchdowns, as you said. I like to see if he's going to be involved in the rushing game as well. So he may see some of that jet sweep and those little pop passes that go in the stat book as a pass. So Joe's going to have to help me out with those. But I think that he'll be more featured with a couple of guys down with no Davis and no Pryor, not only in the passing game but in the running game as well.
This is a game where you try things like that. You open up your playbook, the things you want to work on leading up the next week. Pull out all the stops, open up the playbook, and might see some different formations tonight that we hadn't seen.
Yeah, I'd like to see. Dixon throws a pretty deep ball. I like to see the first play of the game to be a go route to Ussery, and just see if we can hit that at the first play of the game and get this ball rolling.
And don't waste no time. I like that.
Yeah, don't waste any time with this tonight, because if you've ever been here, you could tell, for Pee Wee football, this field would be fine. If it was middle school football, this field's fine, but you can't even kick extra points because you'll lose your footballs into the woods. They don't have a net back there. I mean, it's just, there's just a lot of things. I mean, if you walk on the field, I don't know if you've ever been to the field here, there's a lot of things about this place that, in addition to not being very, very good for a broadcast, it's not very. Some things about this field just aren't very safe or conducive for a high school football game. So when you come here, focus on the fundamentals and just be careful. Don't want to see anybody suffer an injury in this game tonight.
Like I say, on the other side, if you kick field goal, it's going to go on top of the school. So it's not a great setup for sure. Yeah,
and if you look at the rushing stats from last week in Cherryville, Pryor had 7 for 94. And Jorian Ussery did have 2 rushes. He had 1 for 12, 1 for 2 for 14 yards. Looking at Jones, he got in there late, didn't have many carries, but he's definitely going to get his opportunity tonight. And that leads us to the player to watch, brought to you by Bayada Home Healthcare. And we haven't, really even talked about our players to watch tonight, because we've been talking about who's not going to play tonight. So out of our players who are going to play tonight, who are you going to watch, man?
Let's watch Jordan Ussery. Like I say, I expect a big game. I like your idea of hitting him deep on that first play. He's going to hit a couple big touchdowns. I feel it. Dynamic playmaker has gotten better every week this year. So obviously expect another good game out of Jordan.
Okay, and I don't think we've watched him this year. I'm going to go with JP, Justin Porter on defense. Got a few interceptions this year. Does cause a little chaos in the secondary. Want to see if JP can get him a pick 6 tonight. Marble had one last week after he told me, so hopefully let's see if Justin Porter get himself a pick 6 tonight. So he's my player to watch.
Yeah, right. He's been playing good all year. I think we got him 37 tackles on the year, so been playing good football.
All right, so we're going to take another little break, try to figure out. I haven't seen the coin toss. Usually they have that not long after the national anthem, so I'm not really sure what's going on. But as soon as we know that they're going to have the coin toss, and we'll let you know who's going to receive and try to get the ball rolling on this broadcast. So we're going to step away for just a moment from the Bill Schufert Heating and Air pregame show. And as always, Burns Football, brought to you by West End Sales. We're about 9 minutes away from our Jam Jay's Pizza Factory kickoff. We'll be right back.
Don't wait. Get an SNR Auto Sales now for your best deal. Buy here, pay here at SNR Auto Sales in Shelby. On the lot now, you'll find a 2014 Volkswagen Jetta Sport Wagon for $11,995. Or how about a 2013 Ford F-150 truck for $19,995. And a 2010 Mazda CX-9 for $59,995. To see the complete inventory, go online at SNRAutoSales.com. See Susie or Richie today at SNR Auto Sales, 417 South Post Road in Shelby. Like them on Facebook, too. The Fall Mums and the Pumpkins have arrived at Parker Family Feed in Bellwood. Come get your fall mums, and you'll find all sizes and all kinds of pumpkins. Great for decorating for the fall. Also, get your deer stands, deer blocks, and deer corn. Parker Family Feed has case knives and a great stock of turtle boxes, plus fertilizer, lime, and grass seed. And the chicks are arriving at Parker Family Feed on the Carpenter's Grove Church Road of Highway 18 North in Bellwood. Since 1968, Putnam Distributors in Patterson Springs has been serving this area with a full line of automotive products, including oils, transmission fluids, antifreeze, filters, chemicals, parts, and supplies for all types of automobiles and trucks, with many brands to choose from. They sell to individuals or wholesale. Just visit their walk-in counter. Putnam Distributors, 1626 Peterson Drive off Highway 180 south of Shelby. Call 704-487-9395 or visit the website at putnamdistributors.com. Putnam Distributors in Patterson Springs, offering quality automotive parts and supplies for over 50 years. Serving the foothills for over 100 years, S&C Fuel Delivery, formerly Luke's Petroleum, is your reliable source for delivery of diesel, gasoline, propane, lubricants, and heating oil straight to your tank. Delivery available in North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee, Georgia, and Florida. S&C Fuel is locally family-owned and veteran-operated, committed to keeping our community running, trusted by homeowners, farms, and businesses. Office located on Oakland Road in Spindale. Schedule your next delivery with S&C Fuel at 828-286-3419. Listen up. Ronaldo Honda and Ronaldo Kia have new ownership. It's now Shelby Honda and Shelby Kia. And new owners Carl Rossetti and Mason Morris invite you to come by and meet them. They want to be a part of our community, living here and working here just like you. Come by and see Carl and Mason about your new Honda or Kia. With 0% financing available and credit, well, that's no problem. Plus, check out their selection of pre-owned vehicles. Meet Carl and Mason today at the all-new Shelby Honda and Shelby Kia, 4423 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby.
Well, welcome back to the Bill Shivert Heating and Air pregame show. As always, Burns Football brought to you by West End Sales. Had our Beata Healthcare of Shelby players to watch. Mine was Justin Porter. His was Jory Nussery, so we always go offense, defense. And finally, we have our captains. Now, Joe, can you tell me who our captains are? I'm waiting. Okay, so Munger, 77, and JP, Justin Porter, number 13, are our captains, so only two tonight. Not sure who the Highland Tech captains are. I don't think they're really worried about it either, or they would have updated their stats. So we've got the coin toss coming up. So they're exchanging their pleasantries. It is a little crisp here tonight, Matt. Probably one of the coolest days of the year.
And that time of the year. And definitely brought my toboggan here tonight.
You know, we tend to eat a little bit too much this time of year, so they say being in the cold and standing up helps burn calories. So we're doing that tonight.
We're gonna burn several tonight.
I'm gonna burn a lot of calories, but I tell you, I'm not gonna buy a hot dog from that concession stand. I will starve to death before I buy a hot dog from this place. All right, so coin toss in the air. And Burns has won the toss and will receive. Good. Let's go ahead and get the football and get the ball rolling. When we come back, we'll probably have your Jam and Jay's Pizza Factory kickoff as Burns will receive the opening kickoff. We'll be right back.
Some people say there are doers and there are dreamers. But what's wrong with a little dreaming, especially when it's shared? With hard work, little dreams grow into big ones. At Kubota, we know that your work never stops, and we're inspired by those who dream. But our equipment is built for dreamers and doers, like you. Kubota, built for those who do.
Your Kubota dealer is Parker Farm Service, 126 Bessie Drive, Kings Mountain. On the Go Quick Lube in Boston is not just oil changes. They have tires for all cars with names like GT Radio, Hankook, and Toyo, plus interstate batteries and wiper blades. Of course, they do oil changes featuring Castrol, Motorcraft, and Rotella diesel oil, and they carry diesel truck fuel filters. Plus, they are an official North Carolina inspection station. For quick service with competitive pricing and professional technicians, head over to On the Go Quick Lube today. 3716 Falston Road, Highway 18 north of Shelby, and go Burns Bulldogs.
All right, so we're getting ready for Highland Tech's going to run on the field. Unfortunately, our cheerleaders could not make it tonight. There was not really a safe place for them to be. So they just decided not to be there. Say a prayer for Catherine Elliott. She had a kidney stone and she was hospitalized for a few days. So she is a little under the weather. And just please, just keep her in your thoughts. Hopefully she'll be better and back on the sidelines next week at Shelby. So if Highland Tech would run on the field, usually the banner's tore up by 7:28. What do you think, Matt?
Yeah, I don't know what they're waiting on, but I'm like you. I'm ready to get the show on the road here.
I'm not really sure what we're waiting on. And there goes the Highland Tech Rams. And they don't really even run through the paper. They have a recyclable banner, and I don't ever think I've seen that. So
well, maybe we can go the whole game and without having the lights turn off on us.
Yeah, maybe we can go the whole game, but they got the recyclable banner, so they're saving the planet as they run out onto the field. Burns, as I said, unfortunately no cheerleaders here tonight, and look how close you are to the field. Look where the players are in relation to where the field is.
Yeah, they're standing on the side of a bank, literally, and the bank slopes up like 2 yards on the other side of the out of bounds marker.
That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't let Pee-wees play here. I mean, it's just too dangerous for somebody to be there on the side, and it's a good thing they do have Gaston County EMS, and we appreciate them being there. Hopefully, we do not need them tonight.
And like I say, we will receive this opening kickoff.
Yeah.
And, like I say, let's hopefully we can jump on the board early and make this a quick one.
Joe, all right. It's Ussery and Wells back deep for Burns. Thank you, Joe. And if you hear me talking to Joe and you can't hear Joe, it's because Joe's in my secondary earpiece telling me some information because from where we are.
Yeah, we're literally in the end zone on the one side of the field. So we can't see the opposite field too good.
Yeah, we can't see the Yeti come out of the forest down there because we're literally on the other side. The players are about 100 yards from us, so we're just going to do our best. It's 44 to kick it for Highland Tech. And did you get a roster, Matt?
I did not. I'm looking.
Okay, all right. I got it. All right. Let's see. And it spins down. Pretty good kick. It's going to be Ussery. He's going to bring it up. And not sure where he's at. He spins out of a tackle, spins out of another tackle, and finally he's tripped down. Where's he at, Joe? 35? 25-yard line. So Burns will start this drive 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line as Ussery did some dancing but was unable to break free, Matt.
Yeah, like I say, from the best I can tell, I think we got Dixon out there. And can't tell who we got at running back.
Joe's Dixon at quarterback. So he's trying to figure out, I believe we have Drew Dixon at quarterback. He's in the shotgun, double wide receivers to the right, one to the left. Dixon has the snap. He's going to throw it out. Whoa, a little too high and incomplete. Not sure who the intended receiver was.
I think that was Wells out there, just a little bit off his fingertips there.
Yeah, so it was Wells. Incomplete pass, 2nd and 10 for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, a little screen pass left there.
Trying to get this playmaker out in space and let him run, but unfortunately pass a little bit too high, and we'll do it again at 2nd and 10. Dixon in the shotgun, now 2 wide receivers to the left this time, one over there to the right. Looks like a pistol set, I believe. And let's see, it's going to be thrown out there again. Block set up, Ussery. And Ussery, how much did he get, Joe? Okay, so that's probably a Falston Pharmacy first down as Ussery catches it and takes it 10 yards. They give him a first down, Joe? Okay, so first down and a good start there for Ussery, Matt.
Yeah, a little screen pass again. Went back to that same play. So trying to get these playmakers, like I say, open in space and let them do their thing.
Yeah, double wide receivers to the left, one to the right.
That's Jones in the backfield for Burns.
So man comes in motion. I believe that's Ussery. And it'll be Jones, left side, looking for a cut, still on his feet, rumbles forward, good run. What do you get, Joe? 43? So he got 12 yards and a Falston Pharmacy first down.
Yeah, a little inside handoff, good little run there. Looks like it's inside plus territory, inside Highland Tech territory here.
As far as we can tell.
Yeah, this is close, somewhere around there.
Where's the ball at? 48-yard line, Joe? 47, our own 47? Okay, so on our own 47-yard line, double wide receivers right, one to the left. And Dixon's got it. He's going to take off himself. He's got some room. Right side, going to get the corner. There he goes. And he's still in bounds, making a man miss. Puts the head down. Now he's down to their 37. So that would be 13 yards to the 40, 16-yard run.
Now
and another Falston Pharmacy first down.
Now we're in Highland Tech territory. Took that one right side, almost broke it around the edge there on the sideline on the right side, but good gain still nonetheless by Drew Dixon.
All right, so 3 first downs by Burns. As Joe told you, gain of 15 yards on that one. So Dixon again in the gun, double wide receivers left, one to the right. And claps the hands, has the football. He's rolling left, lets it go. Going to be a jump ball, and it's caught by Wells. Wells at the 10, Wells at the 5, Wells in for a touchdown. Touchdown, Romello Wells. How many yards, Joe? 37? So that's a 37-yard touchdown by Wells, and it's 6-0 on your Wright's Jewelry scoreboard.
Yeah, Dixon threw it up where only Wells could catch it and came back and caught it. Good little block there right at the very end by Ussery to allow him free for the touchdown.
Joe, how much time is left? All right, so that drive finishes at 9:52, took 2 minutes and 8 seconds, and they're going to go for 2. So unfortunately for Ryan Sisk tonight, this is something else that you're going to have the on-the-go quick lube 2-point conversion, and it's Wells in there at quarterback, I believe. And Wells will take the snap, hand it off. Jones fighting forward into the. He did not make it. I thought it was him, but did not make it. So it'll be 6-0 on your Wright's Jewelry scoreboard. We'll be right back.
Turn your scrap metal into cash. Visit Allied Metals in Ellenboro. Allied Metals is buying all scrap metal, non-ferrous aluminum cans, and even cars. Allied Metals has a pull-apart area for cars. Give them a call to see if they have the part you need. Check out the small salvage area where items are sold from. Allied Metals buys gold and silver and offers cash for land and homes at top dollar. Very organized and a friendly staff. Turn your scrap into cash at Allied Metals. Check their Facebook page. They're located at 224 Piney Mountain Church Road in Ellenboro. Compassion, excellence, and reliability. Those 3 words best describe Bayada Home Health Care, a nonprofit serving Cleveland, Gaston, Lincoln, and Rutherford counties with assistive care services in the comfort of your own home. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And they've been doing this since 1975. When it comes time, take the time and call Bayada Home Health Care in Shelby. Call 704-669-4000 or visit them online at bayada.com. Located at 1105 Suite 3 on East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby.
All right, Jam & J's Pizza Factory kickoff by Sisk. He drills it to the right side. It's taken about the 10-yard line by 6. We'll get the number. Through a little hole. Got a pretty good return going. He's wrestled down at the 30.
Yeah, I think that's Devon Jones on the tackle there for Burns.
Where is he, Joe? 30-yard line. Okay. So Highland Tech will take it. And then, Joe, just tell me who their quarterback number is and their running back number. I'd appreciate it. Okay, so we're going to try our best to give you the information for the game as I show my technological skills and update the scoreboard. Wait a minute, it's not 7-0, it's only 6. Sorry about that. As the on-the-go quick lube 2-point conversion was no good. So, who's the quarterback? Number 40, okay? So we'll get that in just a second. All right, 23. So that's a handoff and pushing the pile. Pretty good run. Trying to get out of a tackle, wrestled down. Not sure how many yards he got, but 23. Yep, he's tackled by number 8. That's Tysinger, isn't it?
Tysinger and Jude Towery there as well.
How many yards did he get, Joe? All right, so good start for Highland Tech's rushing offense. They get 7 on first down, sets up 2nd down and 3.
23, that is Redlinger for
Redlinger.
Yep.
So Redlinger going to be the featured back tonight. And that's going to be a penalty, our first Putnam Distributors penalty. Probably going to march back Highland Tech 5 yards.
Yep, they're already marching back. Yep.
Yep. So a procedure penalty against the Highland Tech Rams will move it back 5, and instead of 2nd and 3, now you're looking at 2nd down and 8. And number 40 is the quarterback, right? That's Brandon Rice. So Rice will be the quarterback for the Highland Tech Rams tonight. Unusual quarterback number at number 40.
Yeah, he probably plays both sides of the ball, I would imagine.
All right, so Rice in the shotgun with Reddinger behind him. Or I should say to his left. So I can't really see the officials in my way. And it's going to be Reddinger again. They got him behind the line and breaks out of a couple tackles. And he's still on his feet. He's running hard, but finally taken down there.
Tysinger finished it
by
off
Tysinger again. Did he gain anything, Joe? Okay, what'd he lose? So no gain. No gain, so that sets up 3rd down and 8. Good job. I'll tell you what, Reddinger came to play tonight. He busted out of about 2 or 3 tackles.
Yeah, Jude Tyree hit it well behind the line of scrimmage, looks like, and broke that one, broke one more, and then finally finished off by Tysinger there. But that's been a I think it's 3rd down now, I believe.
3rd down and 8. We can't see the scoreboard where we're at either, so. Okay, 7:53 left to go on your right jewelry scoreboard, and that's going to be another pre-snap penalty against the Rams, brought to you by Putnam Distributors. They're going to make it 3rd down and 13 now. So Highland Tech having a hard time getting the playoff, just can't stay still long enough to avoid the penalty.
Yeah, good opening start here for this Bulldog defense. If we can get a 3 and out here and get the ball back, put some more points on the board.
So clock will run. We can't see it. We know that we're in between 7 and 8 minutes to go in the first quarter. Burns got a Romello Wells 37-yard touchdown reception on their first drive. On the go, quick loop, 2-point conversion, no good. We stand at 6-0. And all right, so it's Rice in the shotgun. Takes the snap. He'll throw it. He's going to throw it deep and to nobody. So incomplete, and that will probably be punting time for Highland Tech.
That was intended for Thompson. Thompson went in, and he threw it out towards the sideline, so miscommunication there, and Burns will hopefully get the ball back here on a punt.
So Highland Tech, they're leaving the offense on the field. I hope they go for it. Let's see. I'm sure the punter is on the starting offensive unit, and he is
coming in now.
Okay, so who's going to punt?
That is 44. That is
44 is Liebacher. So Liebacher into punt, standing around his own 11-yard line.
Looks like we got Ussery back deep.
Snap is back. Kick is away. Knuckleball. Ussery waits for it, gets away from it now. It'll roll down to him. He'll scoop it up, try to run it, and he'll take him down quickly. And where's he at, Joe? Okay, so he's at the 40-yard line, so Burns will have their second possession, 1st down and 10 from their own 40-yard line. What's on the clock, Joe? With 7:07 left to go in the first quarter. If you're just tuning in, it's 6-0 on your Wrights Jewelry scoreboard. We appreciate you listening to this West End Sales broadcast of Burns football. Dixon brings the offense back out, double wide receivers to the left, one to the right. Dixon steps back. And I think it's Jones with him. Man comes in motion. I think it's Wells. And it's going to be Jones has got it, but a penalty marker out as he is spun down after it will be a nice game, but I think they might have had an illegal formation there.
Yeah, let's see what the call on the field is.
Burns is going back. So that Putnam Distributors penalty is on Burns. Is it a hold? Okay, so we're waiting on the call. Holding against the Bulldogs. So that's their first penalty of the game. And where's that put the football, Joe? All right, so that's 10-yard penalty. Negates a nice run by Jones. 1st down and 20, and that's what we talked about, trying to eliminate the penalties tonight.
Let's see if we go back to the pass here.
Double wide receivers right, one to the left. Dixon again in the shotgun. And he's going to take it, and Jones has got it. And what did he get, Joe? He's knocked down pretty quick. maybe a couple.
Yeah, took it inside.
All right. So he gets 5 yards on first down. So it'll be second down and 15, and Burns trying to establish the run game with Jones. As we said, no Max Davis tonight, no Colton Pryor tonight.
Yeah, Jaden Munger out as well.
No, Munger is playing. I didn't think he was. He is playing. Double wide receivers left, one to the right.
Thought we got him jump off sides, but wasn't called.
And he's going to step back again. I think he's going empty. I don't see a running back there. Nope.
Yeah, he's throwing.
No, 30.
Nope.
No.
Ball's on the ground, I think.
It's just hard to see what's going on, and it's going to be tackled. Who carried the ball? Did Dixon keep it?
I couldn't tell.
Is it a fumble? Yeah, he fumbled and lost the ball. So it's a fumble and he lost the ball.
Yep,
so Highland Tech takes over.
Yeah, that's what I thought I saw it, but I couldn't tell for sure. But yeah, Highland Tech will have a pretty decent field position here. Looks like around midfield, maybe a little bit inside our territory.
So we talked about working on fundamentals, and you had a holding penalty and a fumble there. So moving forward, want to clean those mistakes up. Ball now at the 45-yard line. They're on a Burn. It's on the Burns 45, right? Okay. So it's Rice, I think. I'm not sure who got the ball. I didn't get anything. Is that a loss, Joe? Who carried it?
Looks like he's still down.
Okay, no, he's getting up.
Huh?
What number carried the ball? 68 was the ball carrier?
I don't know if it was that a busted play and he just looked like an offensive lineman running.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
88, it doesn't matter. For how many yards? He lost a yard, so tackle for loss there for Burns. They're first of the game. It'll be second down and 11. Looking to make sure that we respond on the sudden change after the fumble on their second possession. And there's going to be a pre-snap penalty. I'm not sure if it's going to be a... I mean, we really can't tell what it is. It seemed like it was a delay of game. Is that on Highland Tech, Joe? Well, they're sorting it out.
Still discussing it here. It was a very early. They weren't even hardly lined up yet, so I'm not sure what the call is.
Hey, it's usually somebody flinched or
well, they had better.
They're gonna pick up the flag.
I was gonna say I don't even think they had gotten set yet. So.
Or they might have thought they broke the huddle with 12 men. That could have been another thing that they thought. But all right, so it's second down and 11. Rice still in the shotgun. Ranger back there with him. And it's going to be Redger trying the left side, and he's going backwards, and he's going to be thrown for a loss. Who got him?
That is
27.
Robert Rankin.
Rankin threw him down for a big loss. How many did he lose, Joe? They got the ball spotted? All right, so that's 23 for a 4-yard loss. Burns really responding after the sudden change. Now it's third down and long. Third down, and I would assume third down and 15.
Yeah, that's a big open field tackle there, Robert Rankin. And he had room to run left side. If Rankin didn't get him, he had room to run there.
All right, third down and long as Highland Tech huddles up to slow the game down a little bit. Now Rice in the shotgun again. They send a couple wide receivers to the right, a couple to the left. Single back set on the hip of Rice's Reddinger. And it's going to be back. Rice rolling, throws it, wobbly, dying quail. Almost intercepted as it was two Burns players ran into each other, and unfortunately both prevented the other from intercepting the pass.
That's Justin Porter almost came down with interception. I think he ran into his own man. That might be the only reason that he didn't catch that, but he had a lot of grass in front of him if he'd have caught that.
And that was my Bayada Healthcare player to watch.
Well, we expected a big play. He almost had one there.
So Rice, really, that was a dying quail throw and just threw it back late, high, just kind of floated up there, just rather ill-advised.
Yeah, it's kind of a desperation throw there.
So it's going to be a punt for Highland Tech. Nobody's back to catch the punt.
See if Burns
and then they're going to punt it away. Flag comes out.
Probably a procedure. Probably.
No, they're thinking that did Highland have 12 on the field? Did Highland have 12 on the field, Joe? Okay, so Highland has 12 on the field, they think, and it's probably a pin burns back pretty deep, so they'll probably make him kick it again.
No call yet.
Let's see, it's 12 men on the field against Highland Tech, so that's their third penalty.
Yeah, I would accept this one for sure.
And again, those penalties brought to you by Putnam Distributors. And let's see, they might have just moved it up from the, I don't know if they can do that on 12 men on the field. I don't know. No, they're going to kick it again. So they'll back it up and kick it. Some penalties you can add to the end of the kick. But this one, they're going to march it back 5, if he can remember where the spot is. He doesn't remember where the spot was because the chain crew already moved the chains. So
that's Leibacher in the punt. And I think we're going to have a guy back deep this time, and that's Ussery.
I hope so.
Like I say, he's ran one back so far this year. Had several big returns, so let's see if he can have another big play here.
All right, so Burns now trying to get a guy off the field. They got two guys back to receive.
Yeah, that's Wells back there.
Jorian and Wells. Snap is back, little high, punt away. And it's line drive, and Ussery, is he going to get it? He scoops it up. Now ball's on the ground. That was a fumble and a loose ball. That's why you got to be careful handling those muff punts.
Yeah, it was short. He tried to jump it or catch it at the last second, and almost cost him. But luckily, he was able to jump on it.
Joe, where's the ball? What? 29-yard line. Okay, so Burns will take it on their own 29-yard line with how much time? 3:49 left to go in the first quarter. That's on your Wrights Jewelry scoreboard. Scores up there, 6-0 Burns. So Burns got a touchdown on their first possession, fumbled on their second. Highland Tech's had it twice, went 3 and out twice.
Yeah, scored on a Wells touchdown catch from Dixon.
All right, as far as I can tell, Dixon's in the shotgun, double wide receivers left.
Empty
back. A man comes in motion, and now they're going to shift around. They're going to get a pre-snap penalty, 2 minutes. Yep. So that's going to be a 5-yard penalty against the Bulldogs, their second of the night.
Yeah, false start there. Yeah, went empty back that time, had a guy in motion. So it looks to be a pass play. Let's see if they go back to that same formation.
First down and 15 now for Burns.
Still an empty back.
All right, man comes in motion again, and will he get the football? Jet sweep, trying to work the left side. Wells cuts it back, still on his feet, ripped down, but big yardage. What did he get, Joe? So he's at the 45, so he took it from the 24 to the 21-yard run by Wells. Good job.
Yeah, got him on a little jet sweep there. Seen that play work a lot this year, but Ussery and Wells both have benefited from those plays, so.
Yeah, they're just trying to get their athletes in space and keep moving the football. Now that they've moved it on over
got Jones
the 40.
In the backfield now. Right
so
side.
Jones in the backfield, and he'll clap the hands and now look over there to the sideline.
Trying to get Highland Tech to jump off sides there.
And Dixon gives some instruction to the offensive line, sends Jones to his left hip. Claps the hands, has the football. He'll throw it out in the flat, caught, and up the sideline. I think that's Wells again. Makes a guy miss. It's Donaldson. Donaldson all the way up to the 31-yard line, it looks like, around there. Right, Joe?
Yeah, got a little screen pass.
31. Tell me how many yards he got.
So not sure how many yards. Yeah. Big play on there by Donaldson. We'll get the yards in a little bit.
But it is a Falston Pharmacy first down, and balls moved in. All right, so timeout Highland Tech. We'll take it with them. 6-0 on your Wrights Jewelry scoreboard. We'll be right back.
In Cleveland County, you might see me at a local sporting event, the Cleveland County Fair. We might cross paths at the grocery store or at the next benefit. I'm your local Farm Bureau insurance agent, your local professional when it comes to protecting what you love and depend on most. I'm Bert Kostner. Call me at 704-482-2436 for a quick auto, home, or life insurance quote. And to learn more about how Farm Bureau insurance can save you time and money, be sure to ask for me, Bert Kostner, 704-482-2436.
Call Bert Kostner, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent, today. Bradley's now is a bucket truck. What does that mean? That means they can now install outdoor signs, even outdoor lighted signs. Talk with them about designing, creating, and installing your new sign. And of course, see them for logo designs, vehicle lettering, banners, magnets, trophies, plaques, acrylics, t-shirts, and more. They are now truly your one-stop shop. Bradley's, 2522 West Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Online at bradleysinc.com. Like them on Facebook too.
All right, so running play, right side. Who's got the football? Let's see.
Screen pass actually to Wells.
Wells,
left
okay.
side again. Got some positive yards there.
Okay, so he moves it. It looks like he's inside the 20, Joe, right? So that's an 11-yard pass play and another Falston Pharmacy first down as Burns continues to move the football down the field. So Wells now up to 48 yards receiving, and he's got a touchdown. How much time's left, Joe? All right, 2:25 left to go in the first quarter. Double wide receivers right. Double wide receivers left, one to the right.
Jones in the backfield.
He's been the featured back tonight. And he claps the hands, has the football. Jones will try it through the middle. He's through a crease, makes a man miss, drags another tackler to the 5. First down and goal for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, nice hard run straight up the middle for Devon Jones inside the 5, and Burns on the cusp of scoring again here.
So
good blocking up there, but offensive line up front there.
So 32 yards now for Jones in this first quarter alone, and it's first and goal. Ball just inside the 5-yard line to the 4-yard line. Dixon now is going to drop back. Double wide receivers left. And one to the right. See if Jones gets his football. He will. Through a crease into the end zone for a numbers bookkeeping touchdown.
Yeah, took it right up the middle once again. Good blocking up the way. Mason Brawley, good block there. So another touchdown here for Burns.
So that makes it 12-0 on your Wright's Jewelry scoreboard. And unfortunately, because we don't want to lose the footballs, on-the-go quick lube conversion will be another 2-point conversion.
Yeah, we were stymied last play, so let's see if we can crack the end zone on this one.
So that's Jones from 5 yards out. What's the end time on the drive, Joe? 1:38. So it takes them.
So we got Ussery and Wildcat here.
All right, so Ussery takes the snap. He'll try the right side, makes a man miss, puts his head down.
Touchdown.
And he's in for the on-the-go quick lube 2-point conversion. 14-0 on your Wright's Jewelry scoreboard. We'll be right back.
If your HVAC system has some age, you might consider a new system from Bill Shuford Heating and Air in Shelby. Right now, get 60 months, no interest on qualifying systems for qualified applicants for as low as $89 per month. Bill Shuford Heating and Air sells and services American Standard HVAC systems, which is rated #1 in reliability. Call Bill Shuford Heating and Air at 704-484-0025 to book your appointment. Bill Shuford Heating and Air, 213 Campbell Street in Shelby, online at BillShufordHVAC.com. The Clay Barnett Funeral Home in Shelby gives you 5 reasons to choose acclimation over cremation. Acclimation is a gentle, dignified process. It's a process that uses 95% water instead of fire. 20% more ash remains are returned to the family. It is a green process with no emissions and no harmful greenhouse gases. And acclimation prices start at $25.95, and payment plans are available with credit approval. Consider acclimation, exclusively offered by Clay Barnett Funeral Home. Online at claybarnett.com with locations at 303 Pfeiffer Road, Kings Mountain, and 1401 West Dixon Boulevard in Shelby.
All right, I'll update the scoreboard. It's 14-0 on your Wright's Jewelry scoreboard. 13-7. It's West Lincoln over East Gaston's the only other score I have.
See us getting the kick this one.
Yeah, Jam and Jay's Pizza Factory kickoff by Ryan Sisk. Toe meets leather, drives it to about the 10-yard line. It's going to be a return out to maybe the 20. Good coverage by Burns. They're going to knock him down right around the 20-yard line. Tell me the line when you get it, Joe.
Yeah, good stop there. I think that's Jacob Tysinger there on the tackle, on the run back.
So now your Wright's Jewelry scoreboard is updated. 14-0 after that touchdown by Jones, and that capped off a 5-play drive. It only took a couple of minutes, and it covered 71 yards. And now Highland Tech with the football for the third time. Their first 2 possessions were 3 and out. Joe, what's the yardage in the time? And a minute 30 left to go in this first quarter. And I tell you what, some of the Burns reserves, Jones has really shined in this first quarter.
Absolutely looking good out there.
Okay, so it's 9 with the football, and he'll be knocked down quickly. I'm not sure.
That's Mikey Dover, got him by the ankles.
Yeah, so
His first tackle of the night.
All right, so 9 is Michael Smith. What did he get, Joe? Did he get anything? Lost 1 yard, so that's another tackle for loss. The third tackle for loss for Burns tonight in the first quarter.
Mikey Dover's another guy we talked about before the game. Will have some run stats and playing good ball on defense as well.
So he'll also, he might get some
gamer.
carries tonight.
Yep.
Okay, so it's Smith again at running back, or is it going to be a direct? No, yeah, that's right. Okay, it's hard to see. He's got the right side on a little sweep and got positive yardage that time. It looks like he's near the 30.
That's Camp as well as Aaron Best there for a tackle for Burns. Took that little sweep.
So
right.
would you give him on that? Okay.
So we should have the third down coming up here.
3rd down and 7.
So Burns needs another 3 and out. See if we can stop them here.
And first quarter's going to run out. Okay, so we're going to take a timeout. Right Shore scoreboard. Burns 14, Highland Tech nothing. We'll be right back.
Is your garage door not operating correctly, or it may be completely broken? If so, call Cleveland County Garage Doors. Cleveland County Garage Doors is family owned and operated, where you get honest and dependable service. They offer great deals on door-link garage doors, and service calls start at $75. Just call C.J. Waters at Cleveland County Garage Doors for service and installation. Call 704-472-9367. Again, 704-472-9367. And see them on Facebook at CC Garage Doors. The name DeRisi is a well-known name in Polkville. Joe DeRisi operates 3 auto-related businesses there, including DeRisi Auto Sales and Service, located at 4606 Polkville Road. DeRisi Body Shop on West Stagecoach Trail. Whether it's an attractively priced used car, or maybe you need a tune-up or body work done, Joe DeRisi is the man. Call 980-295-5000 for the pre-owned car and service shop, or 704-538-9956 for the body shop. Like them on Facebook, too.
All right, 14-0 on your Right Shore scoreboard. You're listening to Burns Football, brought to you by West End Sales. Just want to give a shout-out to my dear friend, Bruce Martin. Bruce, come get you a hot dog at the stadium.
Bruce, you not out here, man? I'm expecting to see you out here.
No, he's not out here. The recently retired Bruce Martin. 3rd down and 7, as now the action moves away from us, and it's just hard to see. And it's going to be a pass play. Rice drops back, throws, and please intercept it. No, it's knocked away. Incomplete.
Yeah, he kind of threw that one up for grabs. 13, that was Porter out there. Almost got him another one.
Yeah, that's Bayada Healthcare player to watch. JP, Justin Porter, gets another PBU and should be punting time for Highland Tech.
Yeah, 4th down. Do expect to see that. And we got Ussery. Looks like he's going to try to return this one.
All right, so Ussery back, and I tell you what, man, you're playing with fire, picking that ball up off the ground.
If he creeps up a little bit, those punts are coming up a little short. He might have a little chance at it, but.
So snap back,
kick
away, knuckleball, Ussery, is he going to pick it up? All the bounce, he does, he's got it, he's working right side, he's trying to get the corner, Highland Tech strings him out, and he cuts it back, still on his feet, down the sideline, not sure if he's in bounds, is he? He'll take it to the house. That's a touchdown and numbers bookkeeping touchdown for Burns.
Yeah, it looks like he got balled up right side, but he tiptoed down the sidelines all the way in for the punt return. Jorian Ussery, his second of the year. That's what I was talking about before, and that's why he was my player to watch. Because he's going to make some big plays.
How many yards, Joe? 62-yard punt return, and he took it off the hop and took it down the sideline. I couldn't see through our guys are like right up on the hill, but that makes it 20 to nothing, and we're pending the point after. So the on-the-go quick loop 2-point conversion.
Looks like Sisk is out there. So
well, I hope they let him kick it. I know his grandmother listens back in Pennsylvania, and she wants to hear him. Yeah, they're going to let Sisk kick it.
The problem is if you kick it too deep here, you kick it over the fence into the woods.
Yeah, so kick it to Nobby. Let's go. Let's see what he does. And down, kick up, kick into the woods.
They got a net.
Yeah, maybe they got a net there.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So it stops. It makes it 21-0. A Sisk kick is good. We'll be right back.
DeRisi Power Sports wants to wish the Burns Bulldogs good luck during this year's football season. DeRisi Power Sports is your go-to for ATV and UTV parts, services, and accessories. If your ATV needs service, bring it on in. DeRisi Power Sports is not just for professional ATV riders. If yours is in need of minor service, like a tune-up, oil change, or any other service, bring it on in. DeRisi Power Sports will service it at affordable pricing and expert service. DeRisi Power Sports, 4225 Falston Road, or call 704-638-3512. Go Burns Bulldogs.
If you're thinking about purchasing a new mower, then plan a trip to Elliott Supply in Polkville. Elliott Supply has been family owned and operated for over 50 years, and they're now one of the largest Skag dealerships. Their business philosophy is short and simple. Take care of the customer with name brands like Skag, Husqvarna, Echo, Steel, and more. Elliott Supply, 2301 West Stagecoach Trail in Polkville. Open Monday through Friday, 8 till 5, Saturday, 8 till noon. Online at ElliottSupplyInc.com.
On the go, Jam Jay's Pizza Factory kickoff good after the on the go quick lube extra point was good. Sisk drives it deep, man, falls down, ball's out. Now he's going to pick it up and work his way back to the middle of the field. Gang tackled. So it's Porter that brings him down. And where's the football, Joe?
Yeah, it's a dangerous play there. Luckily, it wasn't for them, wasn't fumbled, but they're going to be pinned up deep in their own territory.
Do you know where the... Okay, so they'll start on their own 10-yard line on the far side.
We got a Burns player shaking up.
Okay, we'll take a timeout. We'll be right back.
Gutter Guys in Kings Mountain is celebrating 20 years in business. Gutter Guys is the Carolinas' local leader in the gutter and roofing industry. Their team specializes in metal and shingle roofing and seamless gutter solutions tailored to enhance your home or business. Did you know that gutters that aren't cleaned at least once a year could lead to leaks, foundation issues, and costly repairs? Schedule your free estimate today by calling 704-879-4384. Again, 704-879-4384. Remember the name, Gutter Guys. Don't wait till it's freezing cold outside. Now is the time to get your fireplace serviced by Future Energy Company in Shelby. Say you don't have a fireplace? Well, see Woody Padgett and Future Energy Company for all kinds of fireplaces and gas logs. And for those backyard cookouts, check out the Big Green Egg or Grills by Primo and the Broil Master Outdoor Kitchens. Future Energy Company, serving this area since 1983, 130 West Graham Street in Shelby, online at futureenergyco.com.
All right, 21-0 on your Wright's Jewelry scoreboard. You're listening to Burns Football, brought to you by West End Sales.
Justin Porter was slow getting up, but looks like he's off on his own power, so hopefully he's okay here. Highland Tech's pinned up deep in their own territory here.
All right, start off on their own 10. And looks like man comes in motion. Really can't tell what's going on. Doesn't go very far. Short run for Highland Tech there. Gang tackled Probably near the line of scrimmage.
Those tacklers, I think there's Amari Littlejohn there.
23, the ball carrier?
23, I believe, yep.
For how many yards? 3? All right, so the Burns defense has only surrendered 7 yards rushing so far in this football game. They own a 21-0 lead. Usry with a punt return, Jones with a 5-yard touchdown, and Wells with a 37-yard touchdown reception from Dixon. All right, so if it's going to be a running play, it's probably 23. And the snap is back, and they're going to throw it, and not sure. It's caught.
Complete, yep.
And it looks like it's going to be near first down, Joe.
Yeah, a little short pass of 23. Positive yards brought down by Robert Rankin for Burns.
How many yards did he get, Joe? And that's the... So he got 7 yards on the pass, and that's the first reception of the game, and that's the first down of the game for Highland Tech. So Highland Tech moves it out to the 20-yard line. I know that we're under 11 minutes to go in the first half. We're in the second quarter. And just doing the best we can. I guess we're doing better than our brothers over there at Ashbrook, which I've just at a loss for words. Double wide receivers to the left and the right, and that's going to be a running play. Good yardage over there, it looked like. Let's see. And the ball comes out. Let's see if Burns has it. Ball is still out. And is it a recovery for Burns, Joe?
Mark Halen-Kent was there on the tackle. He might have forced the fumble.
Okay, they say that Highland Tech recovered. Maybe Joe could tell me who the ball carrier was. So 23, did he get any yards? Okay, so he loses 2, and that'll bring up second down and 12, but Burns almost had their first takeaway of the game.
Yeah, a little sweep left, knocked out by Mark Halen-Kemp. And it looked to me like he recovered it, but like I said, it's on the long side of the field, not a good vantage point for us.
We're doing the best we can. So it is 9:05 left to go in the second quarter, and all right, man comes in motion.
Ball's on the ground.
Ball's on the ground again. He'll fall on it and lose about 4 or 5 yards.
It's going to be very deep in their own territory where he recovered it.
So how many yards he lose? And okay, so he lost 8, and he'll be back, and now it's third down and very long. So after their first down, the Highland Tech bus is now stuck in reverse, and third down and very long.
Yeah, I think he's backed up to their own 3-yard line here.
Double wide receivers to the right, double wide receivers to the left. And Rice has got it. And he's looking, he's going to take off, and he's running. Got a little bit of yardage, but it'll still be fourth down and long. It'll be a punting situation.
Yeah, Jude Towery there on the stop for Burns.
23 got him down. Okay. And then how much yardage did you get, Joe? Trying to get the...
And Usry's out to receive this punt. See if he can run another one back.
He lost 2. And that was the quarterback, right? All right, so Rice loses 2 more, and now it's punting time, and Highland Tech 4 possessions and 4 punts. So Usry back deep to receive it. And not sure what's going on, but he's waiting. Snap is back, punt is away, knuckleball. And let's see if Usry tries to pick it up. He won't try to pick it up this time. It's going to roll dead, looks like right about midfield. So Burns will take it on midfield. What's the time, Joe? 7:12 left in the second quarter, and Burns in control, 21-0, as they force another punt.
Yeah, let's see if we can capitalize on this lead. Put the gas to the pedal and keep it going here.
So first down and 10 for Burns right at midfield. I just want to thank, I wonder why I keep saying Joe, he's got a little microphone in his ear and he's communicating to me some of the information we need to do the broadcast.
Yeah, we couldn't do it without him tonight for sure.
Yeah.
So we appreciate that.
Double wide receivers left, 1 to the right. Man comes in motion, snap is back, And Dixon's back, throws, and led his receiver just a little bit too much, incomplete.
Yeah, had Wells on a little cross there. Had him open, but just, like you say, just led him a little too much. Bring up second down for Burns.
Just a little bit too much. If he holds out another half second, Wells has got a chance, but it'll be second down and 10.
Yeah,
Burns operating from the 50-yard line.
Yeah, good job. O-line had plenty of time to throw that ball. Got Jesse Bryant, Bo Harrell, Munger. Got Gage Camp, Baldwin.
Second down and 10. And it's still Jones in the backfield. He's on the left side, and it's going to be Usry on the jet sweep trying to get the corner. He's got it, but then he's going to be run out of bounds after he jumps in the air, and dangerous play there.
Well, I think it was legal. I think they hit him when he was out of bounds, or inbound still, but kind of awkward looking.
Yeah, dangerous to expose himself like that. Hopefully he's okay. Joe, did he get any yards?
Well, that's a tough play, too, because, I mean, you got the fence that's on the other side that's very close to the sideline, so that's a dangerous play.
So he got a yard? Okay, so it's third down and 9 after that was only a 1-yard gain, and Dixon, I don't know. So it is third down and 9. It's Highland Tech trying to change out the personnel a little bit, and Dixon will now drop back.
Jones in the backfield.
So Dixon still waiting on the snap. Now a penalty marker comes out. Might be a delay. It is a delay of game, so Putnam's Distributors penalty against Burns will back him up 5 more, and now it'll be third down and 14. So this has not been the best of drives. An incomplete pass on first down, only a 1-yard run on second down. Now a penalty backs him up and makes it third down and 14. Dixon has it. Hand off, Jones through the middle. He'll be stopped. Think he got positive yardage, but not nearly enough for the first down.
Yeah, took it right up the middle. I wouldn't be surprised if Burns went for it here.
So he picks up 7, and it'll be fourth down, and I don't think the offense is coming off the field.
Yeah, I don't blame them there.
So fourth down around what, 7, Joe? Fourth down and 7, fourth down and 8, double wide receivers to the right. Dixon claps the hands, tries to get him to jump offside, doesn't work, so he gets another call from the sideline. Gives a little instruction to the offensive line, slaps the hands, has the football. He'll roll to the right, still rolling. Got a man open, drills it, caught. Is that a first down?
They're thinking it is.
All right, so who caught it, Joe? Ussery catches it. And that's going to be a Falston Pharmacy first down. So where are we at, Joe? What yard line we at? Okay, so that takes it to the 39. I guess that was a gain of 8. So Ussery with a gain of 8. And he's up to 18 yards receiving. Dixon hands it off.
He's hit.
Jones, and he's going to be knocked back. Good play by Highland Tech that time. Did he lose a yard?
Yeah, hit hard 66 for Highland Tech.
So, loss on the play, Joe? Loss on the play of how many? 1 yard. So, Jones knocked backwards for a 1-yard loss. It'll be second down and 11. And like I said, if you're just tuning in and wonder why I'm doing that, Joe can actually see the game, and we can't really see, so that's why we keep going to Joe's vantage point. I mean, it's a really crowded press box over there. I don't know how they fit anybody else in there. Double wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. And now Dixon's got it. He's going to uncork it. Deep ball. Man's there. Did he catch it, Joe? Touchdown! That's a numbers bookkeeping touchdown for Ussery. 38 yards?
Yeah, Jordan Ussery, big time.
40
catch.
yards.
Had a good throw there, Drew Dixon. Good catch. Ussery, nice touchdown there for Burns.
So that is a 48-yard touchdown by Ussery. And that makes it 27-0 on your Wright's Jewelry scoreboard, pending the on-the-go quick lube extra point, and Sisk back in. I guess they have a net back there now, thank goodness.
I tell you what, Drew Dixon put that ball right where he needed
Yeah,
to. Caught him in stride.
Throws a beautiful deep ball. On-the-go quick lube extra point, up and good. 28-0. Burns over Highland Tech. We'll be right back.
The Haunted Pyramids. The Haunted Pyramids in Lawndale will scare the yell out of you. Professional Hollywood special effects, 5 attractions, and escape room. Now open Friday and Saturday night, 7:30 to midnight through November 1st. Check out Dr. Venom's Snake Pit, Carnival of Terror. Admission is $30 per person, $45 VIP for all 5 attractions. Buy a $5 glow necklace, which signals you are fair game to touch and grab. Check Facebook, The Haunted Pyramids, 2745 Tony Road, Lawndale, North Carolina.
Escape the elements and get back to comfortable with James River Equipment's Back to Cool special. Step inside a John Deere 3R, 4R, or 5E 3-cylinder tractor and enjoy the ultimate operator experience. The premium cab keeps you out of the dust, dirt, and bugs, while air ride seats and quiet climate-controlled interior lets you focus on getting more done. With up to $5,000 off and 0% financing for 72 months, there's never been a better time to upgrade your ride. James River delivers. Ends 9/26/25 with approved credit from John Deere Financial. Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
James River Equipment Company, 703 North Post Road, Shelby.
So it's the on-the-go quickly with extra points. Good. Jam J's Pizza Factory kickoff run back, and it's Joe will tell me here in a second. I'm going to update the score. It is now 28-0 Burns, and we're in the second quarter. We've got just under 3 minutes left to go in the first half. As Burns striking quickly, their touchdown drives are 2 minutes 8 seconds, 2 minutes 9 seconds, and 3 minutes and looks like about 15 seconds. So they've been striking quickly on their drives. They're on the 20, 28. Okay.
So, yeah, new rule this year, fast clock starts at 38 points.
Starts at 35.
35, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I said it wrong.
So that'll be in the second half.
Yep.
If it gets there, which we anticipate it doing. So it is 1st and 10 Highland Tech from their own 28-yard line. Snap is back.
Ball's
Not sure, but it's a fumble. Let's see who's got it. Does Burns have it? And that's a fumble and a recovery by Burns. So only one play, a fumble. And it's Mark Halen Camp with the recovery.
Yeah, Mark Halen Camp. Looks like the quarterback just dropped it there. Good job, Mark Halen, to jump on it. So Burns will be in good field position here.
Where are they at, Joe? Okay. So we're waiting on the ball placement, but Mark Halen Camp, Johnny on the spot, gets himself a fumble recovery. Okay, ball's on the 25. Is it 2 minutes to go, Joe? 2:30 or something? 2:57 left to go.
So Burns is
3:57? Okay.
We're right on the cusp of that fast clock.
All right, but that won't start till the second half.
Yep.
So Dixon back, looking, throwing, over the middle, dart! Did he get a touchdown? I tell you what, it was a nice looking throw there by Dixon to Wells, who caught it. And Joe will give me the yardage in a second, but I tell you what, that was a frozen rope, and Wells speared it out of the air. What do we have on that, Joe? What's that? 9-yard line, 11 yards, and a Falston Pharmacy first down. So Wells now up to 59 yards receiving in the first half. And we're at the 11-yard line, so we can get a first down without a touchdown, right, Joe? We're on the 9. Okay, so it's first and goal, so we got a timeout. We'll take it with them. 28-0 on your Light Jewelry scoreboard. You're listening to Burns Football, brought to you by West End Sale.
Main Street Hardware in Lawndale is your one-stop shop for everything you'll need to prepare your yard for the growing season. Seed, mulch, pine bark, spreaders, and more. And they carry the best Case knives, Milwaukee tools, Georgia boots, Valspar paint, and Red Max yard equipment, plus rocking chairs. But don't take our word for it. Head to Main Street Hardware, 356 East Main Street in Lawndale. Open 7:30 a.m. till 6 p.m. Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. till 4 p.m. on Saturdays. Find them on Facebook, too. The service specials in the service department at Marburger Chevrolet have been extended. If you missed out, you've still got time. Check out their Super Saturday Oil Change Special. Regular $79.95, but now just $59.95, Saturday mornings only. Also, North Carolina inspections are just $10 every day. Looking for a pre-owned vehicle? Prices started at $9,900. Ask about 0% APR financing on new cars, SUVs, and trucks. That's Marburger Chevrolet, 200 West Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Online at marburgerchevy.com.
While you were away, incomplete pass. And we'll do it again, 2nd down and goal from the 9. So Burns trying to take advantage of the Markalan Camp fumble recovery. That's what I said. You want to get some force some turnovers tonight. So Burns has caused one here in the first half. And I think is that Jones, the tailback?
That's Jones in there, yep.
All right, so Jones, the tailback, and he'll get the football through the crease. Is he in?
Touchdown.
Touchdown! That's a numbers bookkeeping touchdown for Jones from 9 yards out.
Yeah, Devon Jones right up the middle, untouched.
So, 9-yard touchdown. We had a pass, and a run. That was only 3 plays. Joe, what's the end time on that? 3:05. So that takes less than a minute, 52 seconds. Jones with a 9-yard TD run. And that makes it 34-0 on the go quickly.
Right.
Extra point, Sisk up and good. And it's 35-0 Burns. We'll be right back.
They do it all at McNeely Diesel and Auto on West Grover Street in Shelby, your Napa Auto Care Center. No matter your drivability issue, McNeely Diesel and Auto can help, from an oil change to brakes to a tune-up. And they offer fleet service at very affordable prices. And they cater to fleet and diesel customers. And they have a full wrecker service. If you can't get your vehicle to them, they'll come and pick it up. See Bill McNeely and his ASC certified technician at McNeely Diesel and Auto, 441 West Grover Street in Shelby. Call 704-487-5192, your Napa Auto Care Center. There's never been a better setup than this setup from Oakwood Homes in Shelby. Are you ready to move? Well, start packing. Right now, Oakwood Homes in Shelby has a 4-bedroom, 2-bath home with 1,800 square feet of living space ready to move into at 110 Ashland Court in Shelby. Land and home sale priced at $299,000. Plus, the red tag sale is still going on at Oakwood Homes. Save thousands of dollars on your new dream home from Oakwood Homes, 1839 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Online at oakwoodhomesofshelby.com.
All right, I'll update the scoreboard in just a second. Jam J's Pizza Factory kickoff. Sisk drives it to the left side. Caught. Not sure where. But
Mason Brawley, big time tackle there.
Right.
Good job, Mason.
All right, so Brawley with the tackle, and looks like Highland Tech's. All right, so we're going to take a. Okay, it's all right. All right, so I'm going to update the score, 35-0. Burns over Highland Tech, and we may have an injury, so we're going to take a timeout.
For nearly 50 years, the K family at Numbers Bookkeeping and Income Tax Service in Shelby have been taking care of your bookkeeping and income tax needs in Shelby, Cleveland County, and the surrounding area. They feature a staff of enrolled agents and experienced tax professionals. Make sure you get every advantage you deserve. That's Numbers Bookkeeping and Income Tax Service, 707 South Lafayette Street in Shelby. Give them a call at 704-484-2783. Online at numbersofshelby.com. They are there for you. The Drive into Fall event is underway at Marburger Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Shelby, putting performance in your hands. Just announced, finance and get 0% APR for 72 months or $7,750 retail cash allowance toward the purchase of a brand new 2025 Dodge Charger Daytona. For details, see Marburger Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, 1310 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby during the Drive into Fall event.
All right, Camden Howell able to come out under his own power. His father T just came by and said hello to us. So it's just like you're getting up in years when you've taught the sons.
T was a great wide receiver. He went on to play at Mars Hill.
Of the parents of the field of the players. And the ball's on the ground again and taken for a loss.
And that's Little John there for the tackle.
What?
Not sure where they at on the field.
What'd they lose on that, Joe? Okay, so they lost 8 yards on that.
Was in the final minute or so of the first half here.
Where are we at on time, Joe? What's that? 2:09 left to go. So that's going to be negative 18 yards as Rice has got it stuck in reverse. Second down and 18 for Highland Tech deep in their own end. Yes, okay, snap is back. Not sure what that was. It's picked off and run back by Burns, I think, was it?
No, I think the snap was bobbled, and he caught it in the air. 23 did.
Okay.
So it's probably going to go as a rushing loss there, I think.
So he lost 14 yards? So 23 lost 9 yards, okay, so he's in negative yards. So 23 and 40 are both negative yards. When we add it up for Highland Tech, they're probably going to have negative yards rushing this half. As the score remains 35-0. We're under 2 minutes left to go. Not exactly sure. 108 left to go. Burns trying to get it maybe one more opportunity before halftime. Yeah, they may not have to run another play after this play. We'll see. So it's quarterback keeper right up the middle. And minimal gain, it'll be 4th down and long. Tackle by number 15 for Burns.
That is Xavion Stroud.
Xavion Stroud, and that is going to be timeout, Highland Tech. And we'll be right back.
Oliver's Hardware and Garden Center is not just a hardware store, but a real general store carrying items like feed and seed, hay, pine needles, and straw. Also case knives, Grove Life belts, and just in, Oliver's now has turtle boxes, the ultimate outdoor speaker built just for you. Rugged, waterproof, premium audio with an all-day battery, and they're portable. Check them out today at Oliver's, plus many more items not found in your typical hardware store. They've got it all at Oliver's Hardware, 3712 Paulston Road, or online at olivershardware.com. Oliver's Hardware, supporting the Burns Bulldogs and wishing them good luck this season.
All right, so after the timeout, there's how much time, Joe? 52 seconds? 40 seconds are going to give Ussery another chance to run the punt back.
So we got Ussery back there again.
Joe, did Highland Tech call the timeout? Why would they call a timeout? Okay,
it's kind of odd there for sure.
So Highland Tech, for some strange reason, calls a timeout to give Ussery a chance to run the punt back. So the punt is away, and it's an ugly duckling, but it's going to be effective, and it's going to roll dead and plus burn some clock. So Burns will take it over on the 44-yard line, and there's probably got about 40 seconds, Joe? 30 seconds left to go. And let's see if Burns just kneels on it, or I'm not sure what they're going to do. I'm sure they got the regular offense out there. I think they're going to run a play.
I was going to say, might as well. I mean, this is a time where you work on things and get your reps in.
Double wide receivers right as Dixon looks in. And now, it's going to be first down, and Dixon's going to drop back, throw a deep ball. One-on-one coverage, but incomplete. Pretty good coverage down there by Highland Tech, and it's incomplete.
Yeah, he was looking for Donaldson out there. Pretty well covered on the play by Highland Tech.
So it'll be second down and 10. Joe, how much time? 23 seconds left to go. And yes, Barbara Murray, thank you for listening. And yes, Joe, you're getting some love by some of our listeners. But they're saying that they appreciate you giving me the information and enabling Matt and I to do the broadcast. So it's second down and 10 as Dixon's in the gun again. And taking their time a little bit. Offensive line shifts a little bit. Maybe they've respotted the ball.
Devon Jones in the backfield.
And it's Dixon's going to roll right, going to throw it out in the flat. Caught, open space.
That's Ussery.
Ussery, will he make it to the end zone? He's out of bounds where, Joe? And they're calling a touchdown.
Is that touchdown?
They let him walk in, it's a touchdown. So that's a 44-yard touchdown?
And it sounds like is that?
Yeah, I guess they let the clock run out, but Ussery goes in for the touchdown. Yeah, 44-yard touchdown. So Ussery up over 100 yards. He's to 102 yards in just the first half, and he's got a touchdown. He's also got a punt return for a touchdown. Snap back, kick up, and it is good. And I think they let the clock run out. So we're going to bring you the halftime show, and that's brought to you by Parker Farm Service. Score, I'll update it here in just a second. It's Burns 42, Highland Tech nothing. We'll be back in just a few minutes.
Plumbing problems can drive you plumb crazy. Not anymore. Use your head. Call Olmsted to take care of your plumbing needs. Olmsted Plumbing has been serving this area since 1973. Hey, that's over 50 years. Plumbing problems can happen anytime, and anytime is not a good time. From slow toilets to leaky pipes to clogged drains, Olmsted Plumbing can do it all. Just call 828-245-7302 or visit the website at olmstedplumbing.com. Like we said, use your head. Call Olmsted. Olmsted Plumbing, you'll be glad you did. CF Moto is clicking on all cylinders during their clearance sales event at Full Throttle Power Sports in Law. Get financing as low as 0% and up to $1,500 cash back on CF Moto models. And check out the Suzuki DRZ 4S motorbike with financing at 4.99% for 36 months. And the Yamaha Let's Ride sales event is underway. Get 0% for 60 months or $3,000 customer cash back. Full Throttle Power Sports, 100 Indian Walk in Law, online at ncfullthrottlepowersports.com. If you need fireworks for your event, then call on Contracted Pyrotechnics and talk with Dustin Ledford today. They are the bomb. Dustin is a graduate of Burns High School and supplies all the fireworks you've seen at the Burns High School football game. If your town or organization needs fireworks, call Dustin Ledford today at 704-473-1996. Again, that's 704-473-1996. Have a party, have a blast with Contracted Pyrotechnics. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas at Jumpin' Jed's in downtown Boston. Come in and just look around. A new inventory arrives each and every week. Take a look at the alpine pencil trees, Mountain Mama Santas, Christmas florals, Christmas candles, many items by local artisans. Jumpin' Jed's in Boston has the new 2026 calendars, and they have expanded their ice cream with up to 20 flavors and the remaining fall items on sale. Jumpin' Jed's, Main Street, downtown Boston, open Tuesday through Saturday.
Are you looking for a romantic getaway, or maybe I should say the right proposal? Then you are in luck. From will you to where to, here at Right Story and Enchanted Memories Travel with Katie Harris, we have your perfect option. October 7th through the 11th. Pick out any in-stock engagement ring and you will receive a travel voucher to propose or spend on your honeymoon. See Facebook for details.
There might be other Coyote tractor dealers in the area, but there is only one that stands above the rest, and that's Weston Sales in Vail. There's a reason they have been one of the top-selling Coyote tractor dealers in America today. Some reasons could be quality of service, friendly people, and yes, price. They will not be undersold on a new Coyote tractor. There's one waiting for you. Coyote and West End Sales, synonymous in the tractor industry today. See them at 110 Highway 18 North in Vale. Online at westendsales.com. Like them on Facebook too. For 17 straight years, Via Health Partners has been voted #1 in hospice. There's got to be a reason. Via Health Partners provides exceptional care. The comfort of their patients is their top concern, and that's why they offer hospice care wherever a patient calls home. Via Health Partners is there where you need them and when you need them. Find out more by visiting their website at viahp.org. Again, viahp.org. Voted #1 in hospice for 17 straight years. Via Health Partners, founded as Hospice of Cleveland County. Since 1988, the Transportation Administration of Cleveland County, also known as TAC, is the nonprofit agency and operates demand response services for non-emergency medical transportation in this area. It also has a fixed bus route that is provided in the city limits of Shelby, and it is free. For more information, call the Transportation Administration of Cleveland County at 704-482-6465. Again, 704-482-6465. Visit the website at tacshelbync.com. Planning a funeral service can be a very difficult process for families who have just lost a loved one. Celebrating lives and healing grieving hearts is the theme for the Stamey Tysinger Funeral Home and Cremation Center in Falston. It's important to them to provide those who are grieving with a supportive environment in which they can begin to find closure, say goodbye, and come to terms with their loss. Find out more today. Visit them online at StameyTysingerFuneralHome.com or give them a call at 704-538-8631. The Stamey Tysinger Funeral Home and Cremation Center, 846 East Stagecoach Trail in Falston. The Stamey Tysinger Funeral Home now offers water cremations. Don't wait. Get an SNR Auto Sales now for your best deal. Buy here, pay here at SNR Auto Sales in Shelby. On the lot now, you'll find a 2014 Volkswagen Jetta Sport Wagon for $11,995. Or how about a 2013 Ford F-150 truck for $19,995. And a 2010 Mazda CX-9 for $59,995. To see the complete inventory, go online at SNRAutoSales.com. See Susie or Richie today at SNR Auto Sales, 417 South Post Road in Shelby. Like them on Facebook too. The fall mums and the pumpkins have arrived at Parker Family Feed in Bellwood. Come get your fall mums, and you'll find all sizes and all kinds of pumpkins. Great for decorating for the fall. Also, get your deer stands, deer blocks, and deer corn. Parker Family Feed has case knives and a great stock of turtle boxes, plus fertilizer, lime, and grass seed. And the chicks are arriving at Parker Family Feed on the Carpenters Grove Church Road of Highway 18 North in Bellwood.
All right, I'm going to update your Wright's Jewelry scoreboard. It's now 42-0 after that 44-yard touchdown to end the half by Ussery. You're listening to the Parker Farm Service of Kings Mountain halftime show. Just to give you a quick scoring summary for Burns. Wells got the first score of the game, pass from Dixon, 37 yards away. On the go quick loop, 2-point conversion, no good. It was 6-0. And then Jones took it in from 5 yards out, and that made it 14-0 after Ussery converted the on-the-go quick loop 2-point conversion. And then it was a punt return of 62 yards by Ussery. Ryan Sisk's extra point is good. That made it 21-0. Then it was a 48-yard touchdown catch by Ussery from Dixon. Extra point good, 28-0 at that point. Then Jones, another TD run from 9 yards out. Extra point good, 35-0. And just before halftime, a 44-yard touchdown catch and run by Ussery. And again, Sisk's on the go quick loop extra point good. That's where we stand. 42-0 Burns over Highland Tech.
And just some of the stats. Passing, we got Drew Dixon, 7 for 10, 186 yards, 3 touchdowns. Rushing, led by Devon Jones, 7 carries, 52 yards, 2 touchdowns. Receiving, led by Jordan Ussery, 4 catches, 99 yards, 2 touchdowns. And he got a punt return as well. And then Wells, 3 catches, 59 yards, and added a touchdown as well. So.
And Donaldson also had a catch of 25 yards.
Absolutely, yep. Yep.
So what'd you have him at? How many passing yards?
I had him at 186.
Okay, it's what I had him at. I just had him for one extra reception, 8 of 12 for 186 yards. And he had touchdowns to Wells, a couple of touchdowns to Ussery. So he's got 3 touchdowns passing in the first half. The Highland Tech stat sheet, unfortunately for them, not able to get very much going. They did have a fumble. They had mainly 3 and outs on their possessions, negative 19 rushing yards, 7 passing yards. They're at negative 12 yards for the first half. So good job by the Bulldog defense in that first half.
Yeah, good job. Jacob Tysinger, I got him for 3 tackles. Mark Halen-Camp got him for 2 and a fumble recovery. Robert Rankin got him for 2. Maury Rankin 2. And then I got Jude Tower with 3 tackles. So.
All right, so the Burns defense hasn't played very much. I mean, they've mainly forced 3 and outs, and they've had the fumble. Highland Tech does have 1 first down. On the other side of the coin, Burns has 10 first downs. Penalties are 3 for 20 on Burns, and on the Highland Tech side, they have 3 penalties for 15 yards. And once again, those penalties brought to you by Putnam Distributors. So we'll have a fast clock when we come back. It's 42-0. We should be out of here in not too much time. Take about a half hour to play this second half. And then we're rolling towards that big matchup down there at Blanton Stadium next week as Burns will visit Shelby to create chaos to see who the conference champion is. Once again, our score here, 42-0 on your Rice Jewelry scoreboard. You're listening to the Parker Farm Service of Kings Mountain Halftime Show, and as always, Burns Football, brought to you by West End Sales.
Since 1968, Putnam Distributors in Patterson Springs has been serving this area with a full line of automotive products, including oils, transmission fluids, antifreeze, filters, chemicals, parts, and supplies for all types of automobiles and trucks, with many brands to choose from. They sell to individuals or wholesale. Just visit their walk-in counter. Putnam Distributors, 1626 Peterson Drive off Highway 180 south of Shelby. Call 704-487-9395 or visit the website at PutnamDistributors.com. Putnam Distributors in Patterson Springs, offering quality automotive parts and supplies for over 50 years. Serving the foothills for over 100 years, S&C Fuel Delivery, formerly Luke's Petroleum, is your reliable source for delivery of diesel, gasoline, propane, lubricants, and heating oil straight to your tank. Delivery available in North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee, Georgia, and Florida. S&C Fuel is locally family-owned and veteran-operated, committed to keeping our community running, trusted by homeowners, farms, and businesses. Office located on Oakland Road in Spindale. Schedule your next delivery with S&C Fuel at 828-286-3419. Listen up. Ronaldo Honda and Ronaldo Kia have new ownership. It's now Shelby Honda and Shelby Kia. And new owners Carl Rossetti and Mason Morris invite you to come by and meet them. They want to be a part of our community, living here and working here just like you. Come by and see Carl and Mason about your new Honda or Kia. With 0% financing available and credit, well, that's no problem. Plus, check out their selection of pre-owned vehicles. Meet Carl and Mason today at the all-new Shelby Honda and Shelby Kia, 4423 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby.
Some people say there are doers, and there are dreamers. But what's wrong with a little dreaming, especially when it's shared? With hard work, little dreams grow into big ones. At Kubota, we know that your work never stops, and we're inspired by those who dream. But our equipment is built for dreamers and doers, like you. Kubota, built for those who do.
Your Kubota dealer is Parker Farm Service, 126 Bessie Drive, Kings Mountain. On the Go Quick Lube in Boston is not just oil changes, they have tires for all cars with names like GT Radio, Hankook, and Toyo, plus interstate batteries and wiper blades. Of course they do oil changes, featuring Castrol, Motorcraft, and Rotella diesel oil, and they carry diesel truck fuel filters. Plus they're an official North Carolina inspection station. For quick service with competitive pricing and professional technicians, head over to On The Go Quick Lube today 3716 Falston Road, Highway 18 north of Shelby, and go Burns Bulldogs. Turn your scrap metal into cash. Visit Allied Metals in Ellenboro. Allied Metals is buying all scrap metal, non-ferrous aluminum cans, and even cars. Allied Metals has a pull-apart area for cars. Give them a call to see if they have the part you need. Check out the small salvage area where items are sold from. Allied Metals buys gold and silver and offers cash for land and homes at top dollar. Very organized and a friendly staff. Turn your scrap into cash at Allied Metals. Check their Facebook page. They're located at 224 Piney Mountain Church Road in Ellenboro.
All right, scoreboard. Here it's 42-0 Burns over Highland Tech. Other scores from around the area. Crest leads Asbuck 14-7. Huss tied with Kings Mountain 7-7. Forest View and South Point tied at 14. Kramer over Cherryville 14-7. East Lincoln and Maiden tied at 7. North Lincoln leads Bunker Hill 19-12. West Lincoln over East Gaston 27-7. Pine Lake over Lincoln Charter 37-21. Burns here 42-0. Chase 42-0 over Drone. Shelby 37-0 over Bessemer City. RS Central leads West Caldwell 22-14. Mountain Island leads South Stanley 14-7. East Burke over East Rutherford 16-13. Wow, what if Chris Cogdell gets a win over East Rutherford? A battle of former Burns boys there, Philip Russ and Chris Cogdell. Union Academies leads Thomas Jefferson 17-13. West Iredell over Bandy's 18-7. Newton Conover leads Ford 21-0. High Brighton over Patton 27-0. And Corvion over Christ the King 9-0. I'll tell you what, that East Burke score is the biggest surprise of the night. If they can pull a win over East Rutherford, what a win that would be.
Yeah.
And
Coach Cogdell got them boys playing good up there for sure. Glad to see him, having success up
there.
It
didn't. It's one of those things.
Better guy.
Yeah, just had a kind of a mutual parting of ways there at Chase High School, and he was able to go return and get a win there, and it's going to be a dogfight. Philip Russ's East Rutherford Cavaliers can score some points, and I tell you what, there's nobody can give a halftime speech like Philip Russ, so he'll get them fired up and going into the second half. But a good one there, 16-13, East Burke over East Rutherford. Well, I hate whoever loses that game. I got so much respect for both those guys, Chris Cogdell and Philip Russ. So good battle over there.
Well, Russ has done such a good job turning that East Rutherford program around. A few years ago, they didn't even field a team that one year, and then so he came in and as they got them playing good football. Had a deep playoff run last year, beat Reedsville. So tip your hat to Philip Russ for sure.
So Highland Tech will receive the opening kickoff. Clock will run immediately. I wish they could. Like in Netflix, you could put it on 1.5. I wish we could put it on 1.5.
Yeah.
That would be really awesome if we could do that. But just want to make sure that nobody else gets hurt. Maybe some of these young men that haven't got to play a lot of varsity get some opportunity tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, I expect to see most of the starters out. Probably a few mixed in there, but the goal second half is keep everybody healthy. Like I said, we just don't want to see any freak injuries. I want everybody to leave here and be healthy for sure.
Haven't seen Chris Dawkins tonight because of the quarter rule. You can only play so many quarters, so haven't seen him tonight.
And like I say, tip your hat to the JV team. They won the JV championship. Last night, a big victory over Shelby. So
22-12 winners over Shelby last night. And Sisk is going to tee it up for the Jam & J's Pizza Factory opening kickoff. So we hope you enjoyed the Parker Farm service of Kings Mountain halftime show. Man, that press box looks a little crowded over there.
It's a shame they didn't have room for us over there.
I tell you what,
sure
man,
it's nice and warm up there, too.
It's a shame, man. Standing room only in the Highland Tech press box. All right, so it's Ryan Sisk, boots it, drives it towards the middle, and through the end zone, is it? Nope, it's going to be scooped up, not sure where. Working his way up the left sideline, and he's got his crease still going. Sisk after him. Penalty marker flaw, but Sisk is going to run him down and get him. Is that Sisk? Who brought him down?
I can't tell. He's a little shaken up on
Yeah.
the play, the tackler.
Yeah, we're going to step away. We'll sort it out and see what the flag was. We'll be right back.
Compassion, excellence, and reliability. Those 3 words best describe Bayada Home Health Care, a nonprofit serving Cleveland, Gaston, Lincoln, and Rutherford counties with assistive care services in the comfort of your own home. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And they've been doing this since 1975. When it comes time, take the time and call Bayada Home Health Care in Shelby. Call 704-669-4000 or visit them online at bayada.com. Located at 1105 Suite 3 on East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby.
So check that. That was Donaldson that made the tackle and was a little bit shaken up.
Probably got the wind knocked out of him or something. Looks like he's walking off on his own power. So,
But we had an illegal block way back. So an exciting return for Highland Tech is going to be negated. And, Joe, is the clock running or not? So it's not running? Okay. Say that one more time. Okay, so they're all the way back at the 10-yard line. I'm just going to call that a 10-yard block in the back penalty. So that's going to be all the way back to the 10. And now the clock will run. And, of course, you know, the clock will continue to run. Okay, it is running now with a 42-0 lead, and Highland Tech backed up deep in their own end. Burns gets 6 touchdowns in the first half. Okay, so it's, let's see, Highland Tech can't really tell what they're doing. They're going to throw it, and it's going to be incomplete. So that'll bring up 2nd down and 10. As we've said, Highland Tech in negative yardage right now. They were held to negative 12 in the first half.
yeah, try to throw that in right. Over coverage. Good coverage there by Jacob Tassinger.
Can't really give you good information on that, guys. There's just not a whole lot to see when you're at our vantage point. It's just very hard to see. So, what's that, Joe?
So let's bring up 2nd down here for Highland Tech.
Okay. So 2nd down and 10. Ball on the left hash. And can't really see. You're going to throw it again. Thrown up for grabs. Knocked away. Incomplete. It'll be 3rd down and 10.
Yeah, good coverage there. I think that is Chris Dawkins, as you said, mentioned earlier.
Yeah, unfortunately, somebody is having a medical issue on the Burns side. Hopefully they're okay. And it is 3rd down and 10. Not sure. Somebody's had an accident over here on the right side. So just, yeah, hopefully they're okay. All right, 3rd down and 10. Highland Tech backed up inside their own 20 at about their own 10-yard line. Okay, so snap is back. He's going to throw it again over the middle. Caught. And is that a 1st down, Joe?
Yeah, a little pass across the middle. Complete for Highland Tech. That's
Okay.
Robert Rankin there on the stop.
Okay, how many yards you give him, Joe? 25, so that's a 15-yard reception. And I tell you what, that gets Highland Tech back into positive territory. Now they have 3 yards net, but a 2nd 1st down. That's a Falston Pharmacy 1st down so that's a big play for Highland Tech just to keep the football. So 1st down and 10.
Low snap.
And it's going to be another throw up for grabs and caught. I thought it was going to be an interception. And it's caught, and I'm not sure how many yards he got. Joe will tell us here in a second.
I think Best thought he was going to catch it for the interception. He came up from behind him and caught it.
Who caught the ball, Joe? 4? How many yards did he get? Looked like it was a positive play. Did he get a 1st down? Okay, we'll figure it out in a second. It's second down, so they got 6 yards. It's second down and 4 from the 31-yard line. And it's going to be another throw. He's going to throw it up for grabs. Will it be picked this time? Tipped it in. Oh, in and out of the hands. Almost an interception. Wow. Now, we saw that one pretty well.
That's Marble on the tip and almost tipped it to Dawkins over there. Good job there. Good coverage there, Naquan Marble.
I tell you what, Rice is just kind of throwing it up there, saying a prayer.
Yeah. You're right about that. That's a little desperation heave there.
He's just throwing it up and leaving it up to the Almighty, and he's lucky that it wasn't picked off that time. But it leaves about third down. What do you say, 4, Joe? Third down and 4? Third down and 3. They're going to give 7 yards to that pass play. And third down and now 3 yards to go. So, okay, taking a little bit of time to get lined up. Now the snap is back. Rice under pressure, gets away from a sack, but he can't get away from 2 guys. Penalty marker comes in. Is that a face mask?
Probably. That was a good defense.
So it was
I think that was Osborne.
It was 11.
Tyree and Osborne both there.
Face mask against Burns. That's going to give a first down to Highland Tech. So Burns with a hit with another penalty, up to 4 to 35 yards. Highland Tech has its 3rd first down of the game. So Highlands has been, just go ahead and throw it up. I tell you when they're moving the football. Where are they at now, Joe? What yard line? 31? They're at the 41-yard line, first down and 10. This might be their furthest away from their goal line they've been this game. And now back to pass again. He'll throw, and it's too tall and incomplete. It'll be second and 10.
Yeah, pretty high over his head on that one. Trying to look right side that time.
So second down and 10. Where's the clock at, Joe? All right, 6:10. Kick it up to 2X, Joe. So it'll be second down and 10. We will have coverage next week of Shelby at Burns. Unfortunately, no video coverage. But there will be, Brent and Jeff will have the Shelby side, and Matt and I will have the Burns side, so you can pick your broadcast next week. And then, okay, he's going to back, running away, and, he's dangerously carrying the football and almost popped out.
And that's Maury Littlejohn.
Yeah, our Money Littlejohn with a sack, and how many yards did he lose, Joe? All right, for a 5-yard loss. So Rice is negative 21 yards, and hopefully somebody's okay. We've had a bit of a medical emergency here, so just thoughts and prayers to the family involved. It looks like the EMTs here in Gaston County have it under control. So, appreciate these EMS people. They work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So it's third down, I think, and 15. As Rice has the snap, he's back, he throws, and it's bopped up in the air and incomplete.
Nearly intercepted.
And incomplete, so that'll bring up 4th down and very long.
And that's Dawkins almost with interception. A little tip drill there. He about came down with it.
So is it 23 that tipped it? Okay, so our Money Littlejohn again in on that PBU. And it's 4th down, and now Burns will be receiving a punt. Ussery already has are they going for it, Joe? The offense on the field? Okay, the punter's in. Okay, the punter's in. We got nobody back. So it's 4th down and a cab ride, and Highland Tech will be punting away. Snap is very high, brought down, knuckleball punt,
really blocked.
And it's going to hit down about the 40 and go sideways. Looks like about the 37-yard line. Well, 36-yard line. Burns will take it first down and 10 with their first possession.
So let's see who we got coming down the field for the Bulldog offense. Probably not seeing Dixon. Let's see.
Is that Wells? Is it Wells at quarterback, Joe?
I see Dawkins back there.
Okay, so Wells will be at quarterback now as he takes over for Dixon. So Dixon's night is done. He's 8 for 12, 186 yards and 3 touchdowns. So good night for Drew Dixon.
Yes, Wells, Chris Dawkins in the backfield.
So they are going to let Dawkins get his quarter in. And now Wells going to send Dawkins over there to his right hip. Now back to his left hip.
Landon hole in the game for Burns.
All right, so Wells claps the hands, has the football. Dawkins will get it, and then he's going to be bounce off a tackle, still on his, he's to the 42-yard line. So give him 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 6.
Yeah, good little hard run there, a little sweep right. Coming up a little, hobbling just a little bit, but maybe he's okay.
So, was that his first carry, Joe? Okay. I got the wrong number down for one of these. I got to figure it out. I think I might be, let's see.
Dawkins, 22.
Yeah, so Dawkins with a 4-yard run, and Wells in there for a 2nd down and 6. He claps the hands, has the football. Speed option over there to the left side, and Highland Tech snuffs it out pretty well. Short gain. No, that's not a pass. That's no.
Yeah, that's an option play.
Yeah, so who carried the football there?
That was Dawkins.
Dawkins again. Did he get anything?
Yeah, I hadn't seen that play much. Little speed option left side, well designed, but like I say, snuffed out good there by Highland Tech.
Yeah, just good assignment football by Highland Tech. So 3rd down and 5. Yeah, for Burns. 3rd down and 5. So it's Wells in the gun again. He'll clap the hands, get the football, try the right side. Little quarterback power, makes a man miss. He's got the corner, and he's trying to get the end zone. He will. He'll take it all away. No, it's going to be a penalty. It's coming back.
Oh, man. Good.
There's a flag on the play as Wells just took it himself around the right side, but flag came flying in, and this one's probably coming back.
Yeah, tough play. Probably a holding there. Negated a big run, a touchdown run there by LaMelo Wells.
So it'll be, the flag was down the field, right, Joe? Okay, so to the 30-yard line from the, so that's where they're going to give him the advancement. So he'll get credit for, I think, a 29-yard run. At least that's what I'm going to give him credit for. And they'll sort it out on the stat sheet tomorrow. I'm not sure what that one is. Okay, that's what it was. All right, so we got a 1st down, Joe? Okay, so it's still a 1st down, but it's going to be a 10-yard penalty. And it's going to be 1st down. Wells snaps the hands, and it's going to be up the middle, and contact quickly comes and maybe got a yard.
That's Dawkins again, right up the middle.
So what did he get, Joe? You get a yard, 2 yards. 2 yards. So it'll be 1 yard, okay. So it'll be 2nd down and 9. Where are we at on the clock? All right, so that, okay, 3rd quarter expires, still 42-0 Burns. We'll be right back.
In Cleveland County, you might see me at a local sporting event, the Cleveland County Fair. We might cross paths at the grocery store or at the next benefit. I'm your local Farm Bureau insurance agent, your local professional when it comes to protecting what you love and depend on most. I'm Bert Kostner. Call me at 704-482-2436 for a quick auto, home, or life insurance quote. And to learn more about how Farm Bureau insurance can save you time and money, be sure to ask for me, Bert Kostner, 704-482-2436.
Call Bert Kostner, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent, today. Bradley's now is a bucket truck. What does that mean? That means they can now install outdoor signs, even outdoor lighted signs. Talk with them about designing, creating, and installing your new sign. And of course, see them for logo designs, vehicle lettering, banners, magnets, trophies, plaques, acrylics, t-shirts, and more. They are now truly your one-stop shop. Bradley's, 2522 West Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Online at bradleysinc.com. Like them on Facebook, too.
42-0 on your right shoulder scoreboard. Where's the ball, Joe? Okay, Burns on their own 42-yard line, 2nd down and 9. Wide receivers, 2 of them to the right, 1 of them to the left. Wells in at quarterback. All right, so 26 now the running back. And who's got it? Who's got the ball? 81 has it, and going to be taken down. Looks like did he gain anything, Joe?
Yeah, that is, do you have 81 on your roster there, Tom?
81.
Unless it's on Max.
And don't have it. So we've got a flag on the play. So he's got 2 yards. So dead ball foul. And it's going to be unsportsmanlike conduct against Highland Tech. So that's going to be another 1st down for Burns.
Yeah, we'll get ID on number 81 here in a little bit.
Is anybody up there, Joe? None of y'all know who 81 is? All right. Okay.
We got several other Burns guys in. We got 28. You got Noah Young out there.
All right, 1st down for Burns inside, close to the 20-yard line, looks like. Wells has it. Hand off. Not sure who's got it, but he's got some room and making some people miss. Dragging tacklers all the way inside the 10-yard line. What number was that?
Pretty hard run. I think that's 26. I think that is Kendrick Brantley.
Okay, so Brantley with the run. What'd you give him, Joe?
Yeah, good hard run there.
So we're at the 1st and goal at the 9-yard line. Did you get the rushing total on that one? Okay, 11-yard run and another Falston Pharmacy 1st down. So 1st down and goal, and it's going to be... And it's taking on Brantley's taking on tacklers, dragging them to the 1. Give him 8 yards, it'll be 2nd and goal. So Brantley trying to get himself a touchdown, and he's got a 1st down, and he's got a big run on 2nd down.
Yep, the 2-yard line here.
So Burns trying to punch it in here. Double wide receivers left. I'm sure Brantley's going to get the football again. Let's see. And Wells claps the hands. Brantley's going to have it inside. And does he get in? He stood up. I don't think he got in. They're going to mark him at about the 1-foot line. So that'll be 3rd down and goal. So Highland Tech trying to keep the score here at 42-0. What's the time on the clock, Joe? All right, we'll try to figure out the time left in just a moment. As Wells and Brantley to his left side, double wide receivers left. And Wells claps the hands. Tried to get him a jump. Now he's going to have Brantley again through the middle. Touchdown! That's a numbers bookkeeping touchdown by Brantley. And that makes it 48-0 on your Right Jewelry scoreboard.
Yeah, good job there. Kendrick Brantley took it right up the middle, untouched. Good job there.
So he earned those last yards, and now it's going to be a 2-point conversion. They won't let. Are they going to let Sis kick it?
I don't think on the.
No, they got a kicker out there.
Yeah.
It is Sis.
I guess this one's going on top of the school here.
Let's see if he kicks it on top of the school or not. Let's see what he does. And not sure what we got here.
Probably got an equipment issue.
I mean, they're making the kid come off the field for an equipment issue. I'm not sure what it was. And I have no idea what it was.
And they're not going to let him sub out?
I guess not. Not that it matters. So Sisk on the go, quick lube, extra point up, and on the roof. And I guess somebody better bring their ladder to get the football. 49-0. We'll be right back.
If your HVAC system has some age, you might consider a new system from Bill Shuford Heating and Air in Shelby. Right now, get 60 months, no interest on qualifying systems for qualified applicants for as low as $89 per month. Bill Shuford Heating and Air sells and services American Standard HVAC systems, which is rated #1 in reliability. Call Bill Shuford Heating and Air at 704-484-0025 to book your appointment. Bill Shuford Heating and Air, 213 Campbell Street in Shelby, online at BillShufordHVAC.com.
All right, 49-0 on your Wrights Jewelry scoreboard after that numbers bookkeeping touchdown by Brentley and the on-the-go quick lube extra point good by Sisk. Ball is on the roof, so if anybody can call the Gastonia Fire Department, we can get our football back.
I see one on the roof up there already, so I guess I got some work to do, right?
Yep. So I guess not in the budget. They need to sell a few more hot dogs here at Highland Tech to get a net down here on the other end.
So Sisk in for the kickoff here.
Jam & J's Pizza Factory kickoff. We're under 6 minutes, aren't we? Oh, they can let all the time tick off that they want. I just want to get out of here with nobody getting hurt. And player comes off. All right, so 40, and we're going to get somebody else on. Joe, what's the time? 5:30. Okay, so we're just burning time here. 5:30 left to go. And Sisk kicks it off, drives it towards the right side, fielded about the 13-yard line, moving to the left, swarmed under.
Oh, nice tackle.
And great open field tackle there.
Can't tell who that is yet. Who we got there?
Who got the tackle, Joe? 15.
That's 15, and that is Xavion Stroud, second tackle of the night.
So Zay Stroud with the tackle.
So Academic from here on out.
Yeah, it's just trying to run the clock out, and they're back on the 15-yard line. Everybody's just kind of ready to go home. Little fall chill in the air. Actually feels kind of good.
Yeah, not too bad. I was afraid it'd be colder than this out here tonight.
Well, so 4:31 left, and I think they have a new quarterback in, not that it matters. And he's back to throw. It's number 25, left-hander, and he throws it too high and incomplete. And it just looks like he missed his wide receiver. His wide receiver was making the cut, and he threw it to the outside way behind him, and it'll be 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, try to catch my low inside slant. A little pressure there by the Bulldog defense.
2nd down and 10. And as we said, it's pretty much academic. The Highland Tech quarterback is number 25, but I don't even have him on the roster, so we won't worry about it. Wide receiver split wide right. Got one in the slot, 2 wide to the left. And
penalty flag.
Why? We're going to call offside. You're going to stop the game to call offside. Great job, ref. Let's call that offside penalty and stop the play.
It got me when they had our guy come off for equipment issue. He didn't allow us to sub anybody in on that extra point.
Well, what I'm saying is let the play go, man. Just let the play go. If it's offside, it's offside. Why are you killing the play for offside there? It's not unabated to the quarterback or anything. So that's another Putnam Distributors penalty. Double wide receivers left, one to the right. Snap is back. And he's going to run. Nice move, and he cuts it upfield. I think he's going to get some positive yardage there, Joe. Flag in the backfield, probably holding.
That's big 56. That is Chuck Bledsoe in there.
So Bledsoe with a tackle. And the penalty, it looked like it was generally where you have holding. And they're sorting this one out. And I think they're going to march it back. So holding against Highland Tech. So the Putnam Distributors penalty wipes out the run. Highland Tech up to 50 yards in penalties. How much time, Joe? Face mask against who, Joe? I thought it was offsetting penalties. Okay. So it was offsetting penalties. Okay. Okay, so we're going to do it again, second down from the 21-yard line. So offsetting penalties, face mask Burns, holding against Highland Tech. So snap is back, time to throw, lets it go over the middle. Guys out there, nice catch, nice throw and catch, and fighting for more yards. Not sure how many he got, but that's...
Yeah, cross pattern across the middle there. Brought down by 25, Landon Hoyle.
So that was a 15-yard pass. So 15-yard pass. Who caught it, Joe? 22 with a 15-yard reception for Highland Tech. Are we under 3 minutes? 1 minute and 25 seconds to Miller time. Double wide receivers left, double wide receivers right. Snap is back and lets it go over the middle. Incomplete. Into some traffic, but incomplete.
Yeah, pretty well covered on a play. I think that's 31, Aaron Best.
So Aaron Best with the PBU. And we should be under a minute. Going to give you a post-game show brought to you by Stamey Funeral Home in Falston. Offensive player of the game brought to you by Marburger Chevrolet. Defensive player of the game brought to you by Main Street Hardware Lawndale. Player of the game, Gutter Guys of Kings Mountain. Overall player of the game, SNR Auto Sales. Back to throw, lets it go over the middle, tipped, incomplete. So it'll be, will they get another playoff? 38 seconds. So we will have one more play.
And this ought to do it here.
Man, why don't they just leave the field? No, they're going to run another play. So it's double wide receivers left and right. So we get another chance. Hopefully get us a pick here.
See if they throw it deep.
Snap is back. Protection holds up, rolling to the left, lets it go. Dying Quail. Is it caught? It was caught. Oh, my goodness. How was that pass caught?
Yeah, give credit to the receiver there. Good catch.
Number 4 caught it for how many yards, Joe?
And that does it.
36 to the 45. So he got 21 yards. So 21 yards reception, and the clock ran out, Matt?
Clock runs out. Wright's Jewelry scoreboard, Burns victorious over Highland Tech, 49-0.
All right, we'll be right back with the Stamey Funeral Home of Falston postgame show. The offensive player of the game brought to you by Marburger Chevrolet. Defensive player of the game, Main Street Hardware Lawndale. Player of the game, Gutter Guys of Kings Mountain. Overall player of the game, SNR Auto Sales of Shelby. We'll be right back.
The Clay Barnett Funeral Home in Shelby gives you 5 reasons to choose acclimation over cremation. Acclimation is a gentle, dignified process. It's a process that uses 95% water instead of fire. 20% more ash remains are returned to the family. It is a green process with no emissions and no harmful greenhouse gases. And acclimation prices start at $25.95, and payment plans are available with credit approval. Consider acclimation, exclusively offered by Clay Barnett Funeral Home. Online at claybarnett.com with locations at 303 Pfeiffer Road, Kings Mountain, and 1401 West Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Is your garage door not operating correctly, or it may be completely broken? If so, call Cleveland County Garage Doors. Cleveland County Garage Doors is family owned and operated, where you get honest and dependable service. They offer great deals on DoorLink garage doors, and service calls start at $75. Just call CJ Waters at Cleveland County Garage Doors for service and installation. Call 704-472-9367. Again, 704-472-9367. And see them on Facebook at CC Garage Doors. The name DeRisi is a well-known name in Polkville. Joe DeRisi operates 3 auto-related businesses there, including DeRisi Auto Sales and Service, located at 4606 Polkville Road. DeRisi Body Shop on West Stagecoach Trail. Whether it's an attractively priced used car, or maybe you need a tune-up or body work done, Joe DeRisi is the man. Call 980-295-5000 for the pre-owned car and service shop, or 704-538-9956 for the body shop. Like them on Facebook, too.
All right, there's your score. Burns 49, Highland Tech nothing. Welcome to the postgame show brought to you by Stamey Funeral Home. We're going to keep it very quick because we want to get our equipment out of the moisture because we're outside. Quick scoring summary: Burns 7 touchdowns, Wells a 37-yard touchdown pass from Dixon, Jones a 5-yard TD rush, punt return of 62 yards by Ussery, a 48-yard TD catch, Dixon to Ussery, a 9-yard TD run by Jones, 44-yard TD catch, Dixon to Ussery, and then a 1-yard TD run by Brantley there in the second half. Extra points, Ryan Sisk had 5 extra points, and Jorian Ussery had the other 2-point conversion. That's a quick scoring summary. And then, Matt, what do you have on the stat sheet?
Stats, passing, Drew Dixon 8 for 10, 186 yards, 3 touchdowns. Rushing led by Devon Jones, 7 carries, 52 yards, 2 touchdowns. Receiving, Jorian Ussery, 4 catches, 102 yards, 2 touchdowns. Wells, 3 catches, 59 yards, and a touchdown. Donaldson, 1 catch, 25 yards. So a lot of rushing stats as well. Got Wells, I think 3 carries for like 42 yards. So
Burns, 343 total yards on the night, 186 yards passing, and 157 on the ground. Leading rusher was Jones. He had 9 carries, 52 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Is that what you had? Sometimes
2 touchdowns, yep.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns. So that's just a quick recap. Defensive side of the ball, I know we had Mark Halen Camp with a fumble recovery. Just looking at the Burns defense, together they had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 tackles for loss for the Burns defense. So good job by the boys up front, getting them behind the sticks. And then you had the other tackle count.
Yeah, like I say, Mark Halen Camp, 3 tackles, fumble recovery. I got Jacob Tysinger, 3, Robert Rankin, and Lamari Littlejohn both with 3 tackles, and Littlejohn with a sack too. So.
All right, so it's time to hand out the Hardware Stadium postgame show. Once again, brought to you by Stadium Funeral Home of Falston, North Carolina. Offensive player of the game brought to you by Marburger Chevrolet in Shelby, North Carolina. Matt, who'd we decide?
I'll go Drew Dixon. Got 8 for 10, 186 yards, 3 touchdowns. So good overall game for Dixon. I had him for a 1 rushing yard, 1 carry for 13 yards rushing as well.
And threw a very nice deep ball tonight to Ussery. So great job, Drew Dixon, Marburger Chevrolet of Shelby, offensive player of the game. Defensive player of the game brought to you by Main Street Hardware of Lawndale.
Mark Halen Camp got him down for 3 tackles and a fumble recovery.
All right, so great game for Mark Halen. You're our Main Street Hardware of Lawndale, defensive player of the game. Now the player of the game, Gutter Guys of Kings Mountain bringing us that, and I think we agreed on Jorian Ussery for that.
I'll go Jorian Ussery, 4 catches, 102 yards, 2 touchdowns, and that punt return for a touchdown as well.
All right, the overall player of the game brought to you by S&R Auto Sales of Shelby, North Carolina. Not much doubt about this one.
Yeah, the punt return. How many yards you get him for that?
Punt return.
40 yards, right?
48-yard. No, the punt return was 62 yards. Yeah. 62-yard punt return, had 102 yards catching on 4 receptions, 2 more touchdowns, so a 3-touchdown night by Jorian Ussery. And Burns, 49-0 winners over there, so that's going to be Jorian Ussery, your overall player of the game, brought to you by S&R Auto Sales of Shelby, North Carolina. All right, so fans have quickly exited the stadium. We're really sorry about some of the disconnect on the broadcast tonight. Was a difficult situation, but Matt, good job getting through this one tonight.
Yeah, and thanks to Joe Robble for being our spotter. Couldn't really see good from the other side of the field, but Joe did a great job kind of communicating things with us so we can kind of get you the best information possible. So.
And that's also Trent Marty getting here and setting up the equipment and helping us out with that. We appreciate all the support staff, Calvin, Kevin, and the gang back at the studio, and listen in to the Full Throttle Power Sports post-game show. They're going to bring you all the scores from around the area. So, thank you for listening to the Stamey Funeral Home of Falston post-game show. One more time, it's Burns 49, Highland Tech nothing on your Right Story scoreboard. Thank you for listening to this West End Sales broadcast of Burns football. We'll see you next week as Burns visits Shelby at Blanton Stadium.